Why St. Joseph's College of Quezon City? Relevant degree programs.
Holistic education.
Competent, hardworking, and caring instructors.
Conducive learning environment.
Flexible tuition fee payment options.
Mainstreaming of students with special needs.
100% board exam passing grades. More than instruction, it's transformation! Enroll now!
Welcome to St. Joseph's College of Quezon City. Are you fresh out of senior high school? Are you still thinking which college or university suits you best? This might be your chance to join the SJCQC community.
St. Joseph's College of Quezon City has a variety of degree programs that will guide you to move forward to reach your goals. We offer the following programs:
Bachelor of Science in Business Administration with specializations in Financial Management and Marketing Management.
Bachelor of Science in Accountancy.
Bachelor of Science in Hospitality Management.
Bachelor of Science in Information Technology.
Bachelor of Arts in Communication.
Bachelor of Science in Social Work.
Bachelor of Science in Psychology.
Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Bachelor of Education with specializations in Secondary Education and Special Needs. Bachelor of Elementary Education. Bachelor of Elementary Education in the area of Early Childhood Education. Secondary Education major in English, Mathematics, or Religious Education. Bachelor of Special Needs Education with specialization of Early Childhood Education or Religious Education. Certificate in Professional Education or the Expanded Tertiary Education Equivalency and Accreditation Program known as ETIAP.
Aside from the programs that SJCQC offers, the school also gives college students meaningful and fun-filled learning experiences in co-curricular activities.
No doubt that St. Joseph's College of Quezon City hones students to be the best versions of themselves, to prepare them to become professionals who reflect the core values of simplicity, truth, justice, peace, and integrity of creation, community builders who can help achieve sustainable development, and nationalistic citizens who uphold Filipino culture and become instruments for social transformation.
SJCQC, celebrating 90 years of Catholic education in the service of our people, the Church, our country, and the whole of creation. Enroll now!
For more details, visit us at sjcqc.edu.ph and our Facebook page, St. Joseph's College of Quezon City, or contact us through our Registrar's Office at 0287215045 or Finance Department at 0287229283.
Good afternoon. Peace and all good. Let us pause for a moment for our opening prayer to be followed by the Philippine National Anthem.
Lead me, Lord. Lead me by the hand and make me face the rising sun. Comfort me through all the pain that life may bring. There's no other hope take the right direction, take your road. Lead me, Lord, and never leave my side. All my days, all my life. You are my light. You're the lamp upon my feet. All the time, my Lord, I need you there. You are my life. I cannot live alone. Let me stay by your guiding love all through my life. You are my light. You're the lamp upon my feet. All the time, my Lord, I need you there. You are my life. I cannot live alone. Let me stay by your guiding love all through my life, all through my days. Lead me, Lord, all my life.
Good afternoon, everyone. Peace and all good. I'm RJ Comedia, President of College Student Leaders and the graduating BA Communication student here at SJCQC.
Hello everyone! Isang maganda at mapagpalang hapon sa ating lahat. Ako naman po si Eve De Lazarte, also a graduating BA in Communication student here at SJCQC, President of Communication Society and the Alliance of Co-Curricular Organizations.
And we are very honored and happy to see you in this afternoon and this first ever SJCQC College Department student. And we are pretty sure that after you hear from from 9
and for our participants this afternoon because the decisions that they will make in choosing which schools to go to and what courses to take will really have an impact on their future. At syempre, importante ng mga papasukan nating colleges and universities at ang mga programs ay talaga namang makakatulong sa atin. Despite the challenges and hardships of distance learning, SJCQC thrived and stayed strong amidst these challenges.
That's true, Ida. And even in the most difficult times, SJCQC continued to provide us the pertinent knowledge and skills that are required in the various professions that we'd like to pursue. And syempre, Christian values that help us better understand on how we can make use of our future professions in helping our community. Primarily, those who are in need. At pinakita natin yan sa ating prayer kanina. Photos of some of our community involvement activities for our partner community in Zambales. And just like what our 90th slogan says, celebrating 90 years of Catholic education in the service of our people, the church, our country, and the whole creation.
That's right, RJ. This only proves that the quality of education you can get in SJCQC will not only equip you with pertinent knowledge and skills required in today's fast-changing and challenging career landscape, but it will also hone you to be Christian professionals imbued with Franciscan values, community builders who can help achieve sustainable development goals, and of course, nationalistic citizens who can help promote and uphold Filipino culture.
That's right. And like what we have seen in the audiovisual presentation earlier, SJCQC offers the following degree programs: Bachelor of Arts in Communication, Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, Bachelor of Science in Social Work, Bachelor of Science in Accountancy, Bachelor of Science in Hospitality Management, Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration, Bachelor of Education, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Wow, there are a lot of program offerings, which means that our senior high school participants this afternoon have a lot of choices in SJCQC.
That's right, Ida. We have relevant degree programs. We also have adequate facilities. We have several tuition fee payment options. We give scholarship grants to those deserving students. We also cater to students with special needs. We organize meaningful and fun-filled co-curricular activities. And syempre, we have competent and caring instructors.
Tama ka dyan, RJ. Sila na yata ang pinaka-considerate ng mga taong nakilala ko sa 6 na taong pag-aaral ko simula nung senior high school ako dito sa SJCQC. And even if they also have difficulty adjusting to the new learning environment because of the pandemic, the quality of teaching and extensiveness of instruction have never changed. And just to add, most members of our college faculty have master's and doctoral degrees at nagre-reflect yan sa quality ng graduates mayroon tayo at siyam sa kanila ang makikilala natin ngayong hapon.
And I'm sure excited ng ating mga participants to learn from our alumni resource speakers. And so, to welcome us all in this momentous event, to give her welcome address, please welcome the President of St. Joseph's College of Quezon City, Sister Esperanza Bistro, SFIC.
Good afternoon, peace and all good. A pleasant welcome to you all attending this first St. Joseph's College of Quezon City virtual career talk. Special welcome to all our senior high school students and of course our alumni. Today's theme is on Learn, Grow, and Soar. I am very sure at the end of this career talk, you will truly be learning, growing, and you're going to soar high listening to all our alumni college graduates. Senior high school graduation is just a few weeks away. And this is the time of the year when our graduating grade 12 students are deciding to where to study for their college education. For all of you, our participants from the senior high school of both the public school and the private school, I would like to invite you to come and see our school, St. Joseph's College of Quezon City. I can assure you that you will have an integral human formation anchored on gospel values to become effective instruments for social transformation. We are a caring and nurturing school community. Arugang St. Joe is our promise. And we strive to live out our core values of simplicity, truth, justice, peace, and integrity of creation. If you enroll at St. Joseph's College, you will surely have a well-rounded personhood. We will give you the formation and academic training you will need to have a successful career life. I would also like to congratulate our college alumni who will be sharing their college experience. I am very proud you having successful career. And I would like to believe that you had a good preparation at the College of Arts and Sciences. Thank you for coming and joining and sharing with us this afternoon. Keep on and build your own career with your happy family. So for all of you, do lend your ears and heart to this very relevant and interesting career talk. The first time at St. Joseph's College, Quezon City. God bless you all. Keep safe and know that this pandemic will soon go because God is with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sister Esper, for that wonderful message. So, tama, RJ, tama ang sinabi ni Sister Esper na sa SJCQC, holistic ang education and we are nurturing and caring community and we can attest to that, right, RJ?
That's right, Ida. And also, Sister Esper mentioned about the Arugang St. Joe. So we promised our future Josephine na ma-invite ninyo ang ating core values that Sister Esper mentioned. We have simplicity, truth, justice, and integrity of creation.
That's right, RJ. So again, thank you so much, Sister Esper. So ladies and gentlemen, also with us this afternoon, the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences to give us her inspirational message. Please welcome Sister Ruth Santiago, SFIC.
Good and blessed afternoon. Start up, learn, grow, and soar. Everyone has a dream and ambition in life. The dream might be big or small. The ambition can be too high or within arm's reach. Whether your dream and ambition are big or small, high or within your reach, you have to start from something to make the dream and ambition come true. As you look forward to your graduation from senior high, you will also begin to build your dream and ambition in life. You start at some point to direct you towards your dream and ambition. Today is the starting point as you listen to the sharing of our very own successful alumni. Their dreams and ambitions start at the portals of St. Joseph's College, honed and tested by the core values, programs, and activities of their alma mater. Today, they are here as a living testament of how St. Joseph's College molded and equipped them with the values, skills, and competencies needed for them to succeed in their chosen careers. They are nurses, psychologists, social worker, teacher, entrepreneur, banker, IT programmer, hotel managers, to name a few. Whatever career you will choose later on, remember, St. Joseph's College has produced alumni who are successful in their chosen career. During the meeting of students with the PASCO accreditors, a question was asked to the students. Hindi ba kayo nalulungkot dahil konti lang kayong students? The student representatives answered, quantity does not matter. It's the quality of education that matters. In fact, the students added, we were given more attention and focus in our training information that make us ready and competitive once we leave the portals of SJCQC. A proof that number or quantity does not matter. Kaya halina, enroll na kayo sa St. Joseph's College. Thank you and good day.
Thank you so much, Sister Ruth, for that wonderful message. And RJ, tama siya na SJCQC produce graduates who are professional in their chosen career paths and in their chosen professions. At makikilala nga natin sila this afternoon, right, RJ?
That's right, Ida. And also, Sister Ruth Santiago said that you can start to pursue your dream here in SJCQC.
Tama yan, RJ. So, at this point, we would like to acknowledge the senior high school participants who are with us this afternoon. Di ba, RJ? Starting off with the grade 11 and grade 12 students of St. Joseph's College of Quezon City.
And we also have senior high school participants from Quezon City High School.
We also have participants from Commonwealth High School.
And also senior high school students from Carlos L. Albert High School.
Of course, we have also this afternoon participants from Philippine College of Advanced Arts and Technology.
Alright, say hello naman sa mga taga LaSalle College.
Of course, meron din tayong participants from Immaculada Concepcion College.
And we also have participants from University of Santo Tomas.
We also have this afternoon from our Porter community in Zambales, the St. Francis Learning Center Senior High School student.
Hello students from Cristo Rey High School.
We also have this afternoon senior high school students from Parang High School.
And of course, we have students from Our Lady of Fatima University.
We also have senior high school students from Pantay Integrated High School.
And we also have from Aguinaldo J. Santos National High School.
We also have this afternoon senior high school students from Don Juana Chioco National High School.
Participants from Global Minds Academy. Hello guys!
Of course, we also have students from Eugenio Lopez Jr. Center of Media Arts Senior High School.
Yes, and we also have from AMA Learning Centers participants.
We also have senior high school students from Pambuhan National High School.
Senior high school participants from Arellano University.
We also have participants from University of Perpetual Health Laguna.
And we also have from FINMA St. Jude College.
We also have senior high school participants from San Mateo Senior High School.
Yes, say hello naman sa mga taga Angelo Livardo Loyola High School.
Of course, nandito rin kasama natin ngayong hapon mga students from Adamson University.
And we also have participants from Dr. Pablito V. Mendoza Senior High School.
We also have participants from Southeast Asian Institute.
And also from STI Marikina.
We also have students from Juan Sumulong National High School.
Hello sa mga taga-FKU High School. Hi naman dyan.
Hello din sa mga senior high school students ng Araulion University.
Yes. And from Holy Trinity Academy, meron din tayong participant dyan.
Hello sa mga senior high school ng Siena College.
Yes, and we also have participants from La Huerta National High School.
We also have participants from PL Mar Senior High School.
And we also have participants from Southeast Asia Institute of Trade and Technology.
We also have senior high school participants from Flora A. Ilagan High School.
Yes, and we also have students from Batasan Hills National High School.
We also have participants from STI College San Jose del Monte, Bulacan.
Yes, and we also have students from St. Mary's Angel College of Valenzuela.
That's right, RJ. We also have participants from Northern Samar Colleges.
Wow, we also have participants from La Consolacion College.
We also have participants from Eclaro Academy.
Say hello naman from students from University of Perpetual Health System.
We also have this afternoon participants from Aplaya National High School.
And meron din tayong students from San Beda College, Alabang.
We also have students from PACE Academy.
Students from Don Alejandro Rosas Senior Science Technology High School.
We also have participants from Liceo de San Pedro.
Students from Juan Sumulong High School. Hi!
Meron din tayong participants from Pangarap High School.
We also have students from St. Matthew College.
We also have students from Pamantasang Lungsod ng Marikina.
And may mga senior high school din tayong kasama this afternoon from San Mateo Senior High School.
Also, students from Mystical Rose School.
Yes, and hello sa mga senior high school participants natin from Academia San Lorenzo de Maala Incorporated.
Also, hello to the students of Mabini Colleges Incorporated.
Senior high school participants from College of the Immaculate Conception.
We also have participants from Metropolitan Institute of Arts and Sciences.
And say hello from our students from Pasig Catholic College.
We also have participants from Infant Jesus Academy Marikina.
Yes, Ida, and we also have students from Dr. Carlos S. Lanting College.
We also have students from Antipolo City Senior High School.
And senior high school participants from Polytechnic University of the Philippines.
We also have participants this afternoon from St. William's Academy.
And meron din tayo from Pinukpok Vocational High School.
We also have participants from Blue Ridge Christian Academy.
Alright. And meron din tayong participants from Mary the Queen College.
And lastly, we have also participants from the Ripple of Hope Skills and Technology Institute.
Yes, and of
we
course...
also have, RJ, participants from Carlos L. Albert High School.
Yes, and of course, we also have teachers from Carlos L. Albert High School. May I acknowledge the presence of Sir Dan Leslie Ablay and Mr. Jofel Gatmaytan. Hello po, sir.
We also have Commonwealth High School. So chat in on our chat box if your school wasn't mentioned already so we can acknowledge your schools. And thank you everyone for attending this first ever SJCQC Virtual Career Talk. RJ, of course, we also have this afternoon the administrators and staff of SJCQC, starting off with Miss Erlinda Dalacat, Assistant Area Coordinator of Bachelor of Education Program. Hi, Miss D. Welcome po.
And we also have here Sister Virginia Cadet, SFIC, the Area Coordinator of BS, yes, hi Miss, BSBA and BS Hospitality Management.
We also have this afternoon Miss Amelia Suarez, Area Coordinator of BS Social Work Program.
And we also have here Sister Agnesha Naval, SFIC, Dean of Institute of Nursing.
We also have this afternoon Mr. Julius Bier, Head of the Office of Student Affairs and Discipline.
And we also have
students,
Ida from Aguinaldo de Santos National High School. Hello guys.
Hello.
Alright, sa inyo pong lahat, maraming salamat po sa pagdalo ngayong hapon. Alright, Ida, alam kong mag-a-agree ka sa akin pag sinabi kong sobrang dami kong natutunan with our school's co-curricular program. And yes, of course, babalik ang aking partner. And because
you
already...
welcome.
There. Hi, Ida. Yeah.
That's right, RJ. Sorry for the technical difficulties.
Alright.
At hindi lang yan, RJ. Talagang mag-a-agree ako. Imagine, since senior high school tayo, ay nandito na tayo sa St. Joe at naging part na ng Communication Society. This is now our 6th year and I can say that we learned and grow so much since then.
Alright, tama ka dyan, Ida. At naging advantage na rin sa atin that we are just small community because we are given with so much chances to learn and grow through different activities na talagang natututukan tayo.
At hindi lang yan, RJ, ang dami ring opportunities na dumadating sa atin. And these opportunities create experiences that help us excel in our studies and develop skills that are needed in the future careers that we would like to pursue after we graduate.
That's right, Ida. Talagang dito sa SJCQC, mafo-focus ka sa pag-aaral pero hindi pa naman makakalimutan mag-enjoy through different co-curricular activities.
And I'm sure, RJ, makaka-relate din sa atin ang ating first resource speaker. Our first resource speaker is a graduate of AB Mass Communication, magna cum laude in 2012. He is currently a Public Relations Officer 3 under the Public Relations Division of the Public Affairs and Communication Service, or PACS, the official communication of the Department of the Interior and Local Government. He finished his master's degree at the University of Technology, Sydney, in Sydney, Australia, with a degree of Master of Arts in Communication Management in July 2019 under the auspices of Australia Award Scholarships. He is set to launch the DILG Strategic Communication Planning Manual this second quarter together with his office. This is the output of his re-entry action plan, a unique feature of the AAS and Australia Awards and Alumni Engagement Program Philippines, interventions in the Philippines enabling returning scholars and intervention participants to apply what they've learned, implement better processes, improve their organization's effectiveness, and ultimately contribute to the Philippines.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our distinguished alumnus from Bachelor of Communication Program, Mr. Daryl Jaramilla.
Tita and RJ, napaka-energetic yung dalawa. And of course, also, good afternoon to Sister Esperanza Bistro, SJCQC President, Sister Ruth Santiago, Miss Vida, of course, Sister Bear, nandyan din pala. To our Franciscan sisters, management and staff, the senior high school students, napakarami palang participants for today's virtual talk. So maraming salamat for attending kasi I'm sure marami kayong matututunan din. Of course, peace and all good. Na-carry ko yan hanggang ngayon dito sa aking work at may trabaho na ako, and happy 90 years sa St. Joseph's College of Quezon City. So mag-share lang po ako ng screen. Huwag po kayong maiinip ha. Ayan, so mag-share lang po ako ng screen for my presentation. Yan. Alright. So, nakikita na po ba natin yung nasa screen? So, pasensya na rin po, baka mamaya, alam niyo naman ang internet connection natin. Dito rin sa office namin sa DILG, medyo shaky din ang aming internet connection. So, I hope hindi ako maglalag habang nagpe-present ako sa inyo. So, again, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Daryl Haramilla, and I would like to call this presentation Communicating Beyond Limits. So baka nagtataka kayo, my dear friends, kung bakit meron pa akong fast facts dyan sa screen na nakikita nyo. Because I wanted to be relatable din sa inyo kasi baka isipin nyo, syempre may trabaho na ako tapos kayo nag-aaral pa. So gusto ko makaka-relate din kayo sa mga sasabihin ko. And I'm not just a resource person but someone who will share my experiences para naman makita nyo what it feels like to be or to study sa St. Joseph's College of Quezon City. So I'm a Paisayan. I'm born in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, pero I'm a Filipino, and then I'm a Scooby-Doo fan. Mahilig ako sa horror films. Batch 2012 ako. I am a government employee, and my master's is in communication management, and 8 years na po ako dito sa DILG. So just a bit of background about my department dito kung saan ako nagtatrabaho. So the Department of the Interior and Local Government, so we are in charge in promoting peace and order, ensuring public safety, and further strengthening local government capability, aimed towards the effective delivery of basic services to the citizenry. So baka mamaya na information overload na kayo. So ang ibig sabihin niyan in layman's term is kami po sa DILG, we are in charge of the interior sector. Yung interior sector po, ito yung ating mga kapulisan, kung familiar kayo sa PNP, yung mga kasamahan natin sa Bureau of Fire Protection, sa Bureau of Jail Management and Penology. Tapos meron din po tayong local government sector. Ito naman yung mga mayors, barangay captains, governors, so yun. So these are all part of our work sa DILG. So sa DILG po, meron iba-ibang offices. So the office I belong to is the Public Affairs and Communication Service. So kami pong mga taga PACS or PACS, we are the official communication manager of the DILG. So everything na nilalabas ng DILG sa news, sa print, sa social media, yun po, kami po ang nag-head noon, and we are headed by the Office of the Director, and we are divided into 3 divisions. So meron kaming Creative Services Division, Information and Communication Research Division, and Public Relations Division, kung saan po kasama ako. So ano ba yung mga ginagawa namin as the official communication manager of the DILG? So meron kaming strategic communication planning, brand identity management, development of advocacy materials, communication research, news and media affairs, creative production, social media management, photo and video services, public assistance, library services, and technical support offices. So baka inisip nyo ngayon, ano ba yung technical support offices? So kapag may mga opisina na nagre-request ng aming service bilang kami yung official communication manager, so yung mga nakalist dyan na aming functions or what we do, yun yung in-offer namin sa kanila. And kung makikita nyo dun sa may right side ng aking presentation, so ayan po kami. Ayan po ang aking mga kasamahan dito sa Public Affairs and Communication Service. So ang aming mga edad naman po ay iba-iba. Pero nung pumasok po ako sa DILG nung 2013, ako yung pinakabata. Parang 22 years old ako noon. Ayan. So ayan, more pictures of me sa taas. So I'm a public relations officer. Ayan, nakita nyo na agad kung magkano yung entry level, kumbaga yung salary of a public relations officer or an information officer kapag napunta kayo sa DILG. So the entry level salary is 25,439 pesos. Tapos on top of that, meron kaming allowance na 2,000 pesos monthly. Siyempre, meron din tayong bonuses. Hindi ko na iisa-isahin, baka mamaya tumagal tayo dito. Pero yun nga, when you get to work in the government, so you will get to have, of course, the entry-level salary, the allowance, and then bonuses din kasama din yan. So as a public relations officer, sa aming division, sa public relations division, what we do is kami yung nag-handle ng news and media affairs. So kapag merong interviews or press conference, si secretary kasi ang tawag sa head ng DILG, si Secretary Eduardo M. Año, kung kayo ay nanonood ng news or familiar kayo sa aming department, so kami ang in charge doon. And then yung public assistance naman, it's another unit under our division. If merong concerns sa barangay, merong kayo complaint, si barangay captain, hindi, anong tawag dito, hindi man lang ginagawa ang kanyang trabaho sa kanyang nasasakupan, pwede niyo po ireklamo yun sa DILG, including complaints against mayors, yung mga ating mga pabayang local government officials, pwede niyo po yan idulog sa DILG. And also we have social media management, which is one of the newest sections din sa aming office. So meron kaming official communication channels, and one of which is the DILG Philippines, our official Facebook page. So doon namin, of course, ina-upload yung aming digital contents naman para mag-connect naman kami doon sa aming target audience na nasa online platforms. And of course, number 4, nako, makaka-relate kayo niyan lalo na pag meron na kayong trabaho, performs other tasks assigned. So minsan, you will be given or we will be given tasks na hindi or wala dyan sa mga minention ko. And as a government worker or as a communication professional, may experience nyo rin yun when time comes. So, next. So, na-mention kanina ng ating host na I'm a scholar or an alumni of the Australia Awards. So, Australia Awards po, this is actually a program where Filipinos get to go to Australia para po mag-aral with their scholarship. So, mahilig po talaga ako mag-picture. So, pasensya na kayo kung halos puro pictures yung nandyan sa aking slide. Kasi ayoko naman na maging text-heavy, especially ang ating audience ay senior high school students. So, as much as possible, less tayo text, pero visual. Kumbaga tayo din ay mga visual learners, di ba? So, natabi ko pa syempre yung photo nung pumunta ka ng Australia kasi it's actually my first time to go abroad. Like what I mentioned earlier, yes, pinanganak ako sa Saudi Arabia, pero baby pa ako noon, and then hindi pa ako nakakabalik din ulit. So, ang first travel abroad is Australia. And then, first time ko naka-experience ng snow. And what's good about is nakapagtayo kami ng Filipino Society sa University of Technology, Sydney. And then, I get to meet people from other countries dahil nga, syempre, as an international student, you get to meet students from other countries. And it's nice din na makakasalamuha mo sila because you will be learning from their culture and their traditions. And yung picture ko sa baba, kung makikita nyo yung naka-tisay na ang ganyan, yan, it's my first time to talk in front of international students because I was chosen to represent the international students for them para malaman nila what to expect sa University of Technology, Sydney. And I was also fortunate to bring my mother and my auntie during my graduation. And the other photo naman tells parang our comeback na dito sa Philippines. So for the next slide, more photos of me. And baka nagtataka kayo, bakit ko siya pinapakita mamaya pag nandun na tayo sa St. Joseph's College of Quezon City slide ko. So I have parang na-feature din ako sa official Instagram account ng school kasi nga may liga ako mag-picture dun sa mga corner ng school namin. So yan, even pati yung ID, yung picture ko sa harap ng school, dun sa loob ng UTS International, and also sa student guidebook. Kasama din ako dun sa photoshoot kasi nung sabi nila sa akin na kailangan daw ng students na para mag-volunteer to be part of parang the marketing strategy of University of Technology Sydney. Siyempre dahil may tayo sa photoshoot, ayan, siyempre pinaunlahan din natin yan. So ngayon siguro, maybe you have questions in mind na, and i-connect ko din yan mamaya dun sa Australia Awards journey ko. So, why St. Joseph's College of Quezon City and why EB Mass Communication? You know that, SJCQC stands for, academic excellence towards social transformation. So, when we say academic excellence, nasa loob tayo, di ba, ng classroom. And what's good about St. Joseph's College of Quezon City is kung ano yung mga natutunan mo within the four walls of the classroom is actually you can apply them paglabas mo sa community towards social transformation. Social transformation din for me is actually you get to influence, to inspire other people. And kami, ako as the part of the official communication manager of the DILG, we get to influence people, to inspire people, and bring the DILG closer to the public. Kumbaga, inilalapit namin yung agency namin, yung servisyo namin sa public. And that is also social transformation because you want to tell them na, we are doing something for the society, na we are also transforming ourselves to be better public servants for the people that we serve. So bakit ko din ba piniling AB Mass Communication? To be honest, baka matawa kayo, actually takot ako sa tao. Even pag may bisita noon, ayoko yung lumalabas, ayoko nakikihalubilo. And thankfully, it was Miss Vida nung nag-aaral ako na she gave me the chance na maging MC ako ng, ayan, actually nandyan sa photo, naging MC kami dalawa ng aming tribo. And then, meron din isang event na pinag-MC ako ni Miss Vida sa may Mater Dei Auditorium. I think hindi ko matandaan kung Mr. and Miss SJCQC ata yun. So, yung kaba natin, kapag nagsasalita tayo in front of many people, andun na yun. But habang tumatagal, kumbaga, madedevelop din natin yung mga sarili natin. And you get the chance din na, kumbaga, makita na natutuwa sa'yo and people have also other reactions kapag ikaw yung nagsasalita in front of them. And definitely, matututo sila sa'yo. Kita nyo naman yung mga pictures ko dyan. Ayan, hindi pa ata usong kumain. Sa loob yan ng, yung radio booth natin. Ayan, parang midterms ata yan ng radio production namin. Yung magdi-DJ, ganyan. So, yan, picture ko yan dun sa may parking. Ginasa ba naka-uniform ako. And then yung ACE, 20, kalimutan ko na yung year, papagalitan ako ni Miss Vida. So I think yan yung first ACE, and syempre baby yan ni Miss Vida, and we are fortunate enough to be part of that activity. So now naman, bakit nasa DILG ako and why Public Relations Officer? So all my learning sa St. Joseph's College of Quezon City, na-mention yun kanina ng isa sa mga hosts natin na though we are a small community, kumbaga mas natutukan tayo, conducive yung learning environment. So kumbaga, mas na-absorb mo siya, mas na-apply mo siya in real life situations, not just assessments or assignments within the four walls of the classroom. So I picked the ILG. Okay, wala din tatawa sa inyo pag sinabi ko yung sagot. Kasi malapit lang ako dito sa DILG, napakalapit lang ng bahay ko. So actually pwedeng mag-bus or mag-tricycle or isang grab lang na like 10 minutes lang siguro. And then why Public Relations Officer? It's very much related to my program ng college, which is AB Mass Communication. So everything na natutunan ko sa St. Joseph's College of Quezon City, kay Miss Vida, sa mga naging professors ko during college. Siyempre, natin makakalimutan yung mga communication theories ni Miss Vida, baka pagalitan tayo, di ba? So, lahat yan, kahit sabihin yung sa textbook lang natin siya nababasa, meron at meron kayong makukuha dyan which you can apply in real life situations, especially kapag nasa work na kayo. Ayan, tignan nyo na lang din sa screen, di ba? Dahil mahilig nga ako mag-vote sa mga picture. Ayan, halos isiksik ko na yung sarili ko, makita lang ako sa mga interviews. So, it's good then na I'm able to be part of those interviews kasi you will also meet the other officials from the government. And apart dun sa, syempre ma-expose ka rin to different people, you will definitely learn more of your department, kung ano yung ginagawa nyo for the people. And then naman yung 2 photos dun sa baba, syempre nung nag-pandemic tayo, kasama ko dyan actually, ako nga po pala yung Mr. DILG 2016 ng aming opisina. So yung kasama ko po dyang guy doon sa isang photo is Mr. DILG 2019 naman. So Zoom, dahil nga Zoom muna yung mga events natin because of the pandemic. So kami yung nag-host ng isang event. And the other photo naman po, kasama ko naman yung ating Miss DILG 2018. So that's the Christmas party or anniversary of the DILG. So lahat po na natutunan ko sa school, hanggang ngayon, hindi lang dun po sa aking masters, kundi sa St. Joseph's College of Quezon City. Lahat yan kasama ko because all those learnings, kapag pinagsama-sama mo siya, you will get the chance na parang ma-experience kung ano pa ba yung mga kaya mong gawin. And you will also inspire other people na to do better, to do good because of the learnings that you were able to get from your school. So bakit din naman University of Technology Sydney and why Communication Management na yung aking masters? Nakita niyo yung parang kumbaga sa paragraph, yung coherence niya, yung organization na graduate ako with yung program ko sa St. Joseph's College of Quezon City na AD Mass Communication, and then nag-work ako sa DILG as a public relations officer, and then during my work dumating yung opportunity na the Australia Awards will be kumbaga magdadala ng mga personnel papunta ng Australia to study masters. So dugtong-dugtong, and I am fortunate enough na kumbaga mas lalong nahon yung skills ko as a communication professional from St. Joseph's College of Quezon City hanggang nasa DILG na ako, and then nasa international setting. So sobrang dami ko natutunan. So siguro ito yung key takeaways ninyo or natin for my short and simple presentation. First is you have to get out of your comfort zone. Of course, syempre mga bata pa kayo. Bata pa tayo, kayo mga senior high school students, marami opportunities pa ang andyan sa inyo. So if you really want to learn, kailangan yung lumabas sa inyong comfort zone to to go beyond yung inyong limits. Kasi hindi kayo matututo kapag naka-enclose lang kayo sa isang, sa inyong shell. Eh sabi ko nga noon sa inyo, di ba, parang takot ako sa tao, ayoko makipag-usap. And yet, yung program ko is AD Mass Communication sa St. Joseph's College of Quezon City. So how ironic, di ba? Pero as time goes by, na yung fear na yun, kumukonti na lang, and eto na, nakakaharap na ako sa maraming tao. And then be open to change. Because change is constant. There will be times na like sa inyo, tingnan niyo naman yung shift ng physical, yung face-to-face learning natin, nag-shift na siya sa digital platforms. Kami din dito sa office, physical reporting, naging Zoom na lang yung aming, or naging work from home rather. So you have to be open to change. Actually, this also goes out not just to those who gustong maging communication professionals in the future. Doon din ito sa mga other students na magpo-pursue ng other programs. Kasi if you are resistant to change, then hindi ka magiging flexible, hindi ka magiging adaptable. And citing myself as a communication professional, alam niyo naman ang communication and media landscape, nagbabago yan. It's fast-paced and it's ever-changing. So you have to be flexible and you have to be adaptable. So number 3 naman is to master the art of listening. There is this concept of organizational listening, which hindi lang siya, kasi may word na organizational, ma-apply kundi sa work. Of course, as a school, you are also an institution, you are also an organization, di ba? Parang, sige, lagay natin sa classroom setting. Hindi ka kasi matututo kapag ikaw lang yung nagsasalita. You will learn from people kung nakikinig ka. So that is the concept of organizational listening. There is this study na nagsasabi that most of the organizations, inuubos nila yung funds nila or yung pera nila sa activities na puro speaking. Hindi nila alam na ganun ka-importante ang organizational listening. Because from there, dun kayo matututo, dun yung malalaman yung inyong strengths and weaknesses and the things that you should improve to better yourselves. And number 4 naman, take good care of yourself. Especially nung nag-aaral pa ako, sa St. Joseph's College of Quezon City and sa aking masters. Importante na alagaan niyo yung sarili niyo because you cannot perform well sa class kapag hindi kayo kumain ng tama. Yung mga sabihin niyo parang ang basic naman ng sinasabi nito ni Daryl. But it is really important to look after yourself kasi magkakaroon niya ng domino effect. Kapag kayo bilang estudyante, pinabayaan niyo yung sarili niyo, inuna niyo yung mga bagay na hindi dapat, well, alam niyo naman yung mga ibig kong sabihin, is makakalimutan niyo yung value, bakit kayo nag-aaral, why you are as an senior high school student studying, bakit ba kayo nag-aaral? Kasi gusto niyo matuto, gusto niyo i-apply yung mga natutunan niyo kapag nagkatrabaho na kayo, kapag nagkasweldo na kayo, di ba, for yourself and your family. So you really have to look after yourself to perform well, okay lang yung may recreation, but you really have to balance yung inyong learning time and your recreation. And number 5, actually yan yung motto ko is to keep moving forward. Bakit keep moving forward? Yun after you graduate from, sige, high school and then college, tapos mapupunta na kayo dun sa sinasabi nilang real world, which is yung working environment. Kasama yung kailangan mo mag-move forward with all the learnings that you had in school. Kasi to give you a bit of a trivia, yung merong logo sa Australia, I think it's the Australia Awards, meron dalawang animal doon, but I forgot those 2 animals. Yung dalawang animal na yun sa logo ng Australia Awards, hindi nila kayang mag-step backward. So sabi ko, baka nga meant to be ako na maging alumni ng Australia Awards kasi yung motto is to keep moving forward. Na whatever happens in your life, pinag-aaral kayo, magka-work na kayo, hindi kayo dapat matigil sa isang lugar if something bad happens. Use those kinds of situations for you to move forward dun sa bago niyong chapter. For example, after you graduate ng college, ng senior high and then college, tapos magkakatrabaho na kayo. Because there is beauty out there. Napakalaki ng mundo natin. There are a lot of opportunities out there na kailangan nyong mag-move forward para to choose, what's best for you, what makes you happy as kumbaga pag kayo ay professional na. So yun yung ginagawa ko every single day na you have to keep moving forward whatever happens. Of course, syempre galing din tayo ng Catholic school, di ba? So our faith in God, andyan na yan. But you also have to help yourself, hindi lang para maging isang mabuting estudyante, but also to be a good professional kapag kayo ay nagkaroon na ng trabaho. So ayan, tapos na kasi baka mamaya pag hinabaan ko, maboard na ang ating senior high school students. So if you have time and to know more about the DILG kung saan ako nag-work, you can visit our official Facebook page in DILG Philippines. Yung aming Twitter account naman is DILG Philippines. Kung meron kayong questions na hindi niyo matanong dito, gusto niyo na lang akong i-message about the DILG or about SJCQC, about being a communication professional. So ayan po yung aking Facebook page, mahaba, Daryl Monpanbano Haramilla. Gusto niyo makita yung mga pictures ko sa work, dun sa aking scholarship period sa Australia, ayan po at Mr. DILG 2016. And syempre ako din po ay kagaya niyo mahilig sa TikTok. So mahilig po akong gumawa ng videos about office-related situations. So mayroon din akong TikTok yan at Daryl Haramilla. So maraming salamat po. Again, if you have questions, I think andito pa naman ako or kung medyo short na yung time, pwede nyo naman akong i-message. So again, guys, maraming salamat. Keep moving forward and back to you, Ida and RJ.
Thank you so much, Mr. Daryl Haramilla. Grabe, inidalodi ko to si Sir Daryl Haramilla kasi he entered SJCQC and BA Communication program na mahiyain. And one of his key takeaways before he ended his presentation na get out of your comfort zone. So the SJCQC, SJCQC, and the program that he chose in college helped him to get out of his comfort zone talaga.
Totoo yan, RJ. Totoo yan. At talagang halatang-halatang AB Mass kung graduate siya dahil naibaton niya sa atin ang kanyang skills. Diba? Na-train ng maayos during his college days in SJCQC. At gusto ko yung sinabi niya na ang natutunan niya within the four corners of the classroom of SJCQC ay nadala niya sa labas. Which is very true, right? Na yun yung ina-inculcate sa atin ng SJCQC, yung social transformation, which is ngayon nadadala niya at na-apply niya sa trabaho niya. Diba? Which says a lot about the education that SJCQC offers.
That's right, Ida. So once you have graduated here in SJCQC, you will be ready and competitive and after you graduate.
Alright. Thank you so much. Again, Mr. Daryl Haramilla, let us give him a big virtual round of applause.
Thank you guys, Ida and RJ. Miss Pida, salamat.
Salamat po,
Thank you,
Mr.
sir.
Daryl.
And so to know more about the BA in Communication program of SJCQC, let us watch this AVP.
I am now in my 5th year in SJCQC. And being a Josephine, I realized that being simple is more attractive.
I am now in my 3rd year in SJCQC. Being a Josephine, I realized that I can help people, even in simple ways.
I am now in my 5th year in SJCQC. Being a Josephine, I realized the importance of kindness and service to God.
I am now in my 3rd year in SJCQC. Being a Josephine, I realized that virtues and values play significant roles in overcoming challenges.
I am now in my 5th year in SJCQC. Being a Josephine, I realized that it is in giving that we receive.
I am now in my 9th year in SJCQC. Being a Josephine, I realized that being kind does not pay a price. Instead, it gives a smile.
It makes me do the impossible.
The experience that I had in major production.
It helped me boost my confidence with determination and perseverance.
It teaches me to believe in myself.
Going out of my comfort zone and learning so much more.
It makes me grow into a better version of myself.
Respectful.
Thoughtful.
More faithful to God.
More selfless.
Compassionate.
Hardworking.
Come, join us.
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 Let the SJCQC and the BA Communication program make you become the professional that you'd like to be.
Grabe, RJ, we have seen in that AVP the testimonials of the BA in Communication students, and you know what I like most about the BA Income program of SJCQC is that it offers a lot of career options in communication and other communication related fields, at nabanggit nga ang ilan dyan ni Sir Daryl kanina, right?
Yes, tama ka dyan, Ida. BA in Communication graduates can be future journalist, radio and TV announcer, multimedia reporter, event coordinator, advertising executive, PR officer just like Sir Daryl, social media analyst, marketing researcher or market researcher, scriptwriter, director, theater or media actor, DevCom officer, communication specialist, or teacher.
Grabe, sobrang dami pala talagang career options ng graduate ng BA in Communication. And not just that, RJ, magandang course din ang BA Income for pre-law.
That's right, Ida. So, if you wish to pursue this career path, especially those in the arts and design track, gas and NUM strands, do not hesitate, guys, to inquire immediately after the event about the BA in Communication of SJCQC.
That's right, RJ. So at this point, we would like to acknowledge the presence of Miss Vida Suarez. Of course, we have her in today, this afternoon, the SJCQC Public Relations Officer and Head Organizer of the startup, the first SJCQC Virtual Career Talk.
And we also have the presence of our guidance counselor, Dr. Mariluz Francisco.
And we also have this afternoon CSL officers, the College Student Leaders Officers.
Hello, guys!
And also, RJ, acknowledge din natin ang presence ng students from Angelicum College, right? Welcome po sa ating career talk.
Welcome po.
Now, moving on to our second resource speaker. I know, RJ, our second speaker will really help the senior high school students from ABM Strand. Right, RJ?
That's right, Ida. So our second resource speaker is a graduate of BSc in Accountancy and 1999 here at SJCQC. He also earned from SJCQC his Master of Business Administration degree. He became an associate of Cares, Vileo and Company in the year 2000 to 2001, wherein he did contract finance and accounting services and designed and set up an accounting system. He then became a state auditor in the Commission of Audit, wherein he continued financial and compliance audits of Government Financial Supervision Department, Government Financial Institution from 2001 to 2008. Currently, he is an acting managing Financial Supervision Department 1 at the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, where he conducts examination and supervision and process and review requests for licenses and applications of BSP, supervised financial institutions. He also teaches here in SJCQC as one of the instructors in the BSN Accountancy program.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our distinguished alumnus, Mr. Rufino Montanes.
Okay. Napaka-energetic ng hapon natin ngayon. Thanks to our MCs. Good afternoon, everyone, to the officers of our school and, of course, our dear senior high school students. Before we start, test lang tayo ng audio at ng tao din kung nandiyan pa kayo. Can you give a thumbs up if you can hear me clearly and if you're still there? Can you see a thumbs up? You can hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir.
All right. Sige. Thank you. First of all, thank you, Ms. Vida, for reaching out and to the organizers of this event for the invitation to be part of the first SJCQC Virtual Career Talk. I actually asked who are the participants and I was told mga senior high school students daw. So I guess this is very timely. Then from what I heard kanina, for a good couple of minutes, introducing our participants, sa dami ng participants, parang gusto kong bumati ng good afternoon, Araneta. So we have a very good audience and I hope we can convey yung aming message clearly. Being the most senior among the speakers and siguro the most experienced, so I prepared a very comprehensive presentation summarized in 4 slides. So hopefully, with that 4 slides, I can convey my message. At maalala nyo, 4 lang yan. So hopefully, maging effective ang ating presentation. You may or may not agree with me, but it is expected, at least in the Philippines, that your career in the future follows your degree in college. Diba? Parang dapat seamless sila. That's why sometimes we hear yung mga comments, bakit accounting graduate ka, diba? So bakit nasa IT ka? Or may business degree ka, bakit nandyan ka sa bukid, nagsasaka ka? So if our degree determines our career, then we should not just vote wisely, but decide wisely what degree to take. But how do we choose our degree in college? Well, iba-iba. From our experience, perhaps, we can say, yung parents ko, doctors, so I want to be like my parents. I want to be a doctor like them. Or they want me to be like them. So parang family business. That's why we see a family of doctors, family of lawyers, diba? Pati nga politics, ginawang family business. Or sometimes, we would say, gusto ko maging engineer or architect. Kaya lang sabihin ng parents mo, anak, hindi natin kaya yan eh. So, ang ending, any course na lang as long as makatapos ka ng 4-year degree. Or pwede rin naman, Yung father ko kasi frustrated engineer. Kaya gusto niya mag-engineer din ako. So ipinapasa sa anak yung pangarap ng magulang. If you're lucky enough, may mga parents naman who are very supportive of their children. So, sige anak, whatever course you like, we will support you. So ikaw naman, so you are given the choice. Sige po, mag-accountancy ako. So nag-enroll ka na accounting or na accountancy. First sem, ay mahirap pala yung accountancy. So shift ng IT. Second sem, ang hirap ng programming. So shift to marketing. By the end of the second year, nakatatlong shift na. Third year, irregular na siya. So para siyang isang confused soul. Hindi niya alam po anong gusto niyang career talaga. Then there's also this stereotype. Sabi nila, uy, magaling ka magsalita, mag-mass comm ka. O ang galing mo sa math, mag-accountancy ka. Or ang hilig mo sa computer, mag-IT ka. Or in demand ang nurses sa Dubai, mag-nursing ka. So probably hindi pa kayo makaka-relate, but sooner or later, in a few months from now, doon sa magka-college na, makaka-relate much kayo dyan. Again, I don't know your background. And assuming you will get into college, which I hope you will, what course to take will be influenced one way or another by those realities. Okay? But nevertheless, I would like to share my personal experience with a hope that you will gain insight as you decide what career path to take or what college course to enroll. Of course, ibibida ko yung profession ko. Kaya pasitabi muna sa ibang speakers, bawi na lang kayo when it's your turn. As mentioned, I am a graduate of St. Joseph's College. My course is BS Accountancy. Yes, it is now being offered here again at St. Joseph's College. For a time, medyo hinold yung program, but now it is being offered again. And yes, you are most welcome to join us. So mga ABM dyan, kaway-kaway. Yung ibang strand, pwede bang mag-shift? Why not, di ba? Wala namang bawal, hindi naman kayo makukulong. I am also a certified public accountant. Okay. At first, I love my profession because it is my money machine that pays for my needs and some wants. Okay, but now I love my profession because through this I can contribute to the society. So medyo higher purpose na tayo. Considering siguro nandun na rin tayo sa time na medyo experienced na tayo. So we are achieving a higher purpose. Hopefully ganun din as you go on with your career. But my profession, while I do love my profession, it is not love at first sight or love upon enrollment. Actually, when I enrolled in the program, I don't have any idea kung ano yung accountancy. Hindi ko alam kung what career awaits me. I just know it will involve numbers. Sabi nila, marunong ka naman sa numbers, mahilig ka sa numbers, so take accountancy. So G, sige na, okay. I was already on my second year when I realized I made the right choice and this is the one for me. So first tip, before enrollment, know your strength. Yan, know your strength. Do you know your strength? Ano ba yung saan ka magaling or saan ka mahilig? Akala nyo lang wala kayong strength or wala, pero meron yan. Okay? If you haven't discovered yet what is your strength, find it and reflect on it. And consider that in your decision. Somehow, you already know what you want to do. Ang mga bata ngayon very well informed na because of the advent of the internet. I would say, feeling ko alam niyo naman ako ano yung gusto niyo eh. Because of the information, alam niyo na kung ano yung mga ginagawa. I know that my strength is in numbers. So I chose a course that will involve numbers. As I said, this is not love at first sight or love upon enrollment, but it was not difficult to eventually fall in love because it complements my strength. So finally, naka-decide ka na or yung parents mo kung anong course yung kukunin mo. Okay, you will either take accountancy or IT or psychology or education or mass comm. Regardless of your choice, commit to it. Maraming ayaw ng commitment, but for heaven's sake, commit to your choice. If you ever, sige, pagbigyan natin, if you ever change your mind, ayaw mo na pala ng accountancy or IT or psychology or education or mass comm for whatever reasons. Well, this is personal opinion ko lang. You only have the first semester and one chance to shift course. You cannot keep changing mind. As teachers and educators, much as we love seeing you, we only want you to stay here in the school for 4 years. Kung 4 years lang yung course nyo. Well, without any offense doon sa mga ideally, kung 4-year ang course mo, 4 years ka lang dapat. Of course, may mga circumstances naman, okay, na kailangan mo mag-extend. But everything else, given wala na mga extraordinary events, 4 years is enough. And spend only 4 years. Our time is limited. So, don't take too much of that time na nasa school ka. The world is waiting for you outside. Excuse me. Okay. My degree in accountancy helped me to where I am right now. After passing the board exam, yes, may board exam ng accountancy, I was employed at SJVN Company. SJVN Company is one of the biggest auditing firm in the Philippines. So for young CPAs, it's a good, if not the best, starting point. Which brings me to my second tip, your starting point after you graduate. Choose your starting point. You will start from the bottom, and that's okay. As long as there is room for growth. Hindi ka ma-stagnant. If you are an IT graduate, choose a reputable IT company. If you are a mass comm graduate, choose a company that can hone your skills. As we've heard from the first speaker, kay Sir Daryl, di ba? Nagagamit niya ngayon yung DILG may not be an IT, parang hindi naman siya for mass comm graduate kung isipin nyo kasi DILG, but there are within the organizations, make sure na dun ka pupunta kung saan required yung skills mo at mahuhone yung skills mo. Then, short stint lang yung sa private sector ko. 7 months lang ako doon. Then I entered government service and I joined the Commission on Audit as auditor. When you want to enter government service, start young. Okay? Maganda kasi ang retirement sa government than the private sector. So kung papasok din lang kayo sa gobyerno, start young para mas maganda yung inyong retirement plan. Although if you enter the government service, may eligibility lang na kailangan. You need to pass the civil service eligibility exam. So after graduation, you should take, kung balak niyong pumasok sa gobyerno, you should take the civil service eligibility exam para makapasok kayo sa gobyerno. Hindi kayo makakapasok pag wala kayo nun. However, since meron na akong license as a CPA, hindi na ako required ng civil service eligibility. So pwede na akong pumasok sa government service. The experience there in COA is also good. Marami ako natutunan. Okay? However, darating din sa point na kailangan mo mag-career change. Okay? So this is the tricky part. When to make a career change. At a certain point kasi, you will reach that comfort zone. Diba? As mentioned kanina ng first speaker, you need to get out of your comfort zone. At yun yung isa sa pinakamahirap. My comfort zone is the commission and audit because I get along with my colleagues there. So parang ang sarap nila kasama. So bakit pa ako aalis? Okay. However, yun nga for career growth, if you feel na kailangan mong mag-change ng career, kailangan mo lumipat. You have to take that chance or that risk. So I transferred to another government agency, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, where I am currently employed under the financial supervision sector. Sorry, I cannot disclose my salary. I hope I can, pero sabihin na lang natin na meron kaming may joke kami na kung nakasandal ka sa pader, sabi namin, kami nakasandal sa vault. Kasi kami gumagawa ng pera. Joke yun. Kasi sa BSP kami yung gumagawa ng pera. Though hindi yun yung trabaho ko, but the BSP prints yung ating bills at gumagawa ng points. Kaya sabi namin nakasandal kami sa vault. Particularly, my work is the examination and supervision of banks and other financial institutions. So kung may problema yung bangko, we would know kung maganda yung patakbo ng bangko. We would know kung hindi maganda yung patakbo ng bangko, if they follow yung regulations, i-call namin yung attention. Among the industries in the Philippines, banks are the highly regularized kasi madaming regulations ang mga bangko. So we make sure that banks follow those regulations. They say that on the average daw, we will change employment or career change 3 times. So I guess I already reached my limit. Next slide, please. Yan. So, if I am not with Bangko Sentral now, where would I be? Parang pang pang quiz B na tanong yun. Okay, there are actually 3 major subjects in accountancy. First is accounting, second is taxation, and third, business law. Okay. The law subjects only cover laws relevant to business. Law is another profession kasi. So if you want to be a lawyer, you need to take Bachelor of Laws, but you need to finish any 4-year degree course. So any course naman, pwede kang mag-law. Basta 4 years. Okay. With a degree in accountancy, here are other career options in store for me and you if you decide to take BS Accountancy. So I have been an auditor, so let's cross that out. Ang ginagawa ng auditor, siguro sa mga organizations nyo, di ba? Pag may magaling sa math, auditor natin yan, magaling sa math. So sila lang yung, it examines kung tama yung ginawa ng accountant. Which is the first work na pwede mong, or first career, if you take BS Accountancy, you can be an accountant. An accountant is a professional responsible for the keeping and interpreting the financial records of companies or organizations. As a CPA, I am an accountant by profession. Unfortunately, I've never worked as an accountant. The closest na naging accountant ako is when I have clients na gusto nilang ayusin ko yung kanilang financial records. Yun lang. But hindi ako naging employed as an accountant to any company. Okay. Second, you can be a tax consultant. Sabi ko sa inyo, taxation is one of the major subjects in accountancy. So you can be a tax consultant. Tax is very controversial now, di ba? Kung naririnig nyo sa balita. Kayo ba nagbabayad kayo ng tax? Of course, nagbabayad kayo ng tax. Lahat tayong nagko-consume, nagbabayad ng tax. Lahat ng nagtatrabaho, nagbabayad ng tax. Lahat ng kumikita, nagbabayad ng tax. Okay? Mula ipanganak hanggang sa mamatay ka, patay ka na, nagbabayad ka pa ng tax. May mga celebrities, patay na sila, kumikita pa sila. So kailangan din nilang magbayad ng tax. Okay. Our tax system, I would say, medyo complex because ang dami nating taxes. Tapos hindi rin ganun kasimpleng intindihin. Okay. As in the professions, accountancy, ay ano lang yan. Kumbaga, chicken lang yan. Kasi that's one of our expertise. So our tax service is very much needed. And I heard it pays well then. So you can be a tax consultant. You can, any work related to business finance, you can apply, you can definitely apply. Education, you can also teach. I teach at St. Joseph's College. So it's a career option also. Actually, that's one of the, kasi when you enter the government service, hindi ka na allowed magtrabaho sa iba. Dapat isa lang ang employer mo, gobyerno lang. But this is an exemption, yung teaching. You can be in the government and at the same time teach. So, dalawang employer, allowed yon. Okay? Now, if you don't intend to work, which is, I think it's a better option, dapat naman yata ganun, di ba? Pag business students ka, dapat mag-business ka. Although sa Pilipinas kasi, it's expected na after you graduate, magtatrabaho ka, di ba? But if you don't intend to work and you just wanted to be your own boss, you can start a business. You can be a business owner. So choosing a career or a degree in accountancy is definitely a great choice. As accounting, as we have learned, mga ABM, sabi natin, accounting is the language of business. You can easily navigate the ins and outs of business. Also, because you know your numbers, it's easier for you to understand what's happening sa business mo. You can understand yung financial condition ng business mo. So, a degree in accounting is perfect for business owners. I remember may napanood ako in one interview, one famous fashion designer. Sabi niya, kung may babalikan ka, ano sa tingin mo yung gusto mong gawin? Sabi niya, siguro kung may babalikan man ako, gusto ko mag-aral ng accounting. So he understands yung importance of accounting being the business owner. Now, not as a profession, but accountancy is a... Kasi I also took up Bachelor of Laws. So, kumuha rin ako ng law. And for me, accountancy is one, if not the best, preparation if you want to pursue law. Well, I never finished though. Naka 2 years lang ako sa law school. But I met my wife there. She is a lawyer now, si Attorney Montañez. O, di ba sounds me rin? Parang ako din yata yun, Attorney Montañez. So, sabi ko, if you want to pursue law, you need any 4-year degree course, pwede naman. Accountancy for me is one of the best preparation for law. Next slide, please. And while in school, ito lang, remember, when you are in school, remember why you are there. You are there to learn. You learn the skills. So tip number 3, learn. Learn the skills in your chosen field. If you are taking an IT course, then make sure na ikaw ay isang IT expert. Galingan mo yung mga IT subjects mo. I'm not saying na pabayaan mo yung ibang subjects mo, but when it comes to your major subject, make sure that you master your major. Because you are expected to be expert in your field. Di ba? Papayag ka ba na magpapagamot dun sa doktor na pabanjing-banjing lang, 'di ba? Napabaya sa pag-aaral, 'di ba? When you go when you get the services of a professional, gusto mo, you expect them to be expert. And yung preparation nila sa school isa sa makakapagsabi 'yon. And also while you are in school, get good grades. I'm not saying na maging grade conscious kayo, but build your transcript of records. Ito, lagi ko itong sinasabi sa mga estudyante ko. Sa isang taon, imagine how many graduates are there. Ilang thousands of students ang gumagraduate from different universities. And kung kayo magtatrabaho, lahat yan maghahanap ng trabaho. Okay? That's survival of the fittest. What will set you apart from the rest? Okay? Coming from St. Joseph's College, hindi naman kalakihan yung school. Okay? For the big universities, they already have an advantage. Kilala yung school nila, malaki yung school nila, so may advantage na sila. What is our edge? Can we compete kahit na maliit yung ating school? Yes, we can. And we did that already. Nakita nyo si Daryl kanina and the rest of the speakers. Kaya natin. Paano namin nakayanan? We build on our transcript. Kasi yun yung magsasabi kung anong klaseng estudyante ka. Okay? When you apply for a job, wala ka naman dun eh. Yung transcript mo yung nandun. You can't say sa employer, ay sir, FA po ako dyan kasi nagkasakit ako. Ang makikita ng employer doon, FA siya, tamad siguro to, hindi pumapasok, ayoko tong employee. O yun, ganun. So build your transcript of records. In school, maraming mga activities. Join the activities, yung mga clubs, okay? Kasi it will enhance your skills. Hindi lang naman yung professional skills yung kailangan mo. Kailangan mo rin yung other skills. But make sure you prioritize or hindi ka hindi mo overpower naman yung yung ginagawa mo. Wala ka nang ginawa sa school kundi magsayaw. Okay? So wag naman ganoon. Kailangan may balance lang. Next slide, please. Yan. As I said, your stay in college is limited. And when you graduate, are you ready to face the real world? What if, sige, pagbigyan natin uli. Hindi mo talaga gusto yung course mo kahit graduate ka na. It's okay. Okay, you are not alone. Sometimes, we need to do what we don't want to do to be able to earn and do the things that we love. Okay? Ganun lang yun eh. Hindi mo gusto yung ginagawa mo, if it's, magandang hanap buhay naman, di okay na rin, gawin mo na rin para magawa mo yung ibang pwede mo pang gawin. That's the reality of life. But the good news, you can always... ayan, so may ng mic. Paki-close pa yung mic. But the good news there is, you can always change your career choice. Lagi naman may option ka lagi. You always have the choice. I read from a tweet, make money, take risk, have adventures, but don't limit yourself by calling it a career. So let's have a recap lang. 3 lang naman yon. Yung tip number 1, how to choose your career. So before enrollment, know your strength and commit to your choice. Tip number 2, when you are in school, learn, especially the skills ng inyong major subjects. Tip number 3, how to start your career, choose your starting point. Choose an organization where you will have room for growth. And finally, I would like to share a quote from Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple. Sabi niya, all I ask is that today you do the best work of your life. So thank you and have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much, Mr. Montañez. I know the ABM students who joined us this afternoon are thrilled and delighted with the insights that you have shared with us. And also, yung key takeaway ko sa kanyang talk, RJ, is that after you find your profession, you find your higher purpose. No, hindi ka lang basta magsistick sa trabaho mo dahil doon mo nakukuha yung sweldo mo, pero you have to look for your higher purpose. Ikaw naman, RJ.
Precisely, Ida. And even though my track when I was in senior high school was in ABM, I got a lot of insight from Mr. Montañez. So because he talked about business related then. So if you guys, senior high school participants here, would like to continue the business and you want to know more about the accounting side, so this will be the nice or very good program for you guys.
That's right, RJ. Sobrang interesting talaga ng mga shinare ni Sir Montañez and also his tips sa pag-choose ng degree program and profession in the future. So, alam kong lahat ng insight na ito ay makakatulong sa SHS students natin na kasama natin this afternoon.
That's right. I agree with you, Ida.
Alright, thank you so much again, Sir Montañez, for giving us your time and for sharing your expertise and SJCQC experience with us, especially with our dear senior high school participants.
And so, to know more about the BS Accountancy program of SJCQC, let us watch this IDP.
The Bachelor of Science in Accountancy of SJCQC is a 4-year degree program that provides general accounting education to students who wish to pursue a professional career in accountancy. The SJCQC BSA complies with the latest competency framework for professional accountants issued by the International Federation of Accountants through their international education standards. The SJCQC BSA program molds students to become socially responsible, academically excellent, and globally competent business leaders and professionals in the future. The BSA program provides a conducive learning environment to create a communal atmosphere. Come be one of us. Make your numbers our strength.
Thank you so much again, Mr. Montañez. Moving on to our third resource speaker, alam mo ba, Ida, our next speaker can spark the interest of those who want to become teacher in the future.
That's right, RJ. Our third speaker is a magna cum laude graduate of Bachelor of Elementary Education, major in Special Education here at SJCQC in 2014. He became the president of the Junior Faculty Circle, the professional organization of education program students in SJCQC from the year 2012 to 2013. He is now a faculty member, art coach, and homeroom advisor in Miriam College Lower School. He also presented an academic paper entitled Learning by Doing, an impact of the MCLS Kapitbahay Outreach Group.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our third resource speaker, an alumna from Bachelor of Education, Ms. Nicole Mangay.
Good afternoon, everybody. Dear SFIC sisters, professors, teachers, and those who are in the senior high school department. So I am Mary Nicole A. Mangay. You can call me Teacher Nicole. So that is what my colleagues or friends call me. So I'll be presenting to you actually my life story and how I started becoming a teacher. So let's start. All right. So as you could see here, you can see my photo here as a new teacher, and I'm holding there my first salary with my friend who's also an alum here at St. Joseph's College of Quezon City. So that's Miss Joy. And then the glow up photo, there is actually my 5th year awarding ceremony. So that was me last 2018. So when I become a teacher, it really took a lot of courage, hard work, and of course, passion. Because remember, teaching is a profession, not only a profession rather, but also a vocation. So here are the years of my experience. So as you could see, I'm still teaching at Miriam College near Ateneo or in Katipunan Avenue. So I started teaching at the year 2014 and at present. So here are some of my experiences. I became an art teacher in the grade school level. And then I also became an art coach, a volleyball moderator. I also became an advisor for several years. And then I also became a homeroom partner teacher. So from the ODL series already, so as you know, we shifted from face-to-face to ODL, which is completely a new world for teachers. And because of the need to have that fast and rapid development of tech know-how and skills, in our school, we have a group of tech coaches where we taught teachers how to troubleshoot, how to use different Google apps, because that's what we use at school. And then this year, I was lucky to have this new position, which is the subject area supervisor for art. And I am an OIC or officer in charge there. So let's go to the next slide, please. So I started my journey in St. Joseph's College when I was really young. So I started preschool in my school because my mom is also a teacher there. And I think due to being exposed to the environment where my mom is teaching, so before I went to school, I'm really excited to be a student. So I never had tantrums. I never cried. Upon entering the classroom, I'm really ready to go inside and play with my classmates and listen to my teacher. So after preschool, so as you could see from the photos, we have a lot of events where you have hands-on experience on different areas there. So let's go to the next slide. After preschool, I had my grade school years. And again, there you can see me in different events that I was able to capture right now, because those are actually traditional pictures, unlike the online pictures that we have. So luckily, I have the Aming Tribo events there, our cultural day, and of course, my graduation photo. Okay. So after grade school, of course, the next level will be high school. There. So unlike you, who's already following the K-12 curriculum, we don't have it yet at that time. So our high school doesn't have the junior, senior high school levels. So we just had 4 years here in high school, but still having that hands-on events, activities, and of course, school events. We were able to really build on our knowledge, attitudes, and skills. So some of the activities are actually like some fest. We also had nutrition month where we cook, and I really like that too. And of course, eating part is also part of the fun activities that we had that time. And also, we had not only the ACADS, but there's also a balance of events to make it, of course, a holistic experience for us. So we also had seniors night. So it's actually the second photo below there. So you can see there are a lot of events and also ACAD work and a balance of school events in our high school or in other levels too. So after high school, of course, especially when you are in your fourth year or maybe in your senior high, of course, you need to decide on what career you will be getting in the future. So when I was in fourth year, I really reflected on what I want to be in the future. And because of that soul searching, I was able to think of what I want to be in or what career I would like to pursue in the future. And that is teaching. So after high school, we will now go to college. So again, St. Joseph is my choice, my first choice, not because of my mom being a teacher there, because as you know, when you teach at St. Joseph's College, the parent can, let their their daughters or sons have a schooling discount there. So it's not only because of that, but because I really like the programs that we have in college. So as you know, St. Joseph is really strong in molding future educators. And that's why I pursued my studies there when I was in college. So in college, you will see, or I will share later on my experience. And here are some of those. So those people that you can see on the photos are actually my lifelong friends already. And I hope once that you also selected education, you will also find these people in your circle. So let's go to the next slide, please. All right. And then so after college, of course, I graduated, but I also continued my studies, and that is already in my graduate schooling. So I'm currently enrolled in the University of the Philippines, Diliman. I'm taking up Masters of Art in Arts Education. So as you could see, at present I'm still studying. So hopefully I will graduate next year there. So again, as you could see, mahilig ako sa maroon. No, I'm just joking. All right. So there, that is the path I had right now from preschool to my graduate studies. Okay, kindly go to the next slide. Thank you. So here are some job responsibilities that I had when I became a teacher. So when I was in my first year of teaching, I was given the art subject to teach, which is entirely different from my undergrad degree, because my undergrad degree is BE Ed Sped, which is different from what I'm currently teaching. And what's good about that experience is that I saw how adaptable I am in the changes that I will face in the adult world. So as an art teacher, there are some responsibilities that we need to do. So when I was in my first year teaching experience, I had these. So I was able to craft age-appropriate and engaging lesson plans, instructional materials, and other documents. So it's very important that the materials are age-appropriate because I'm teaching young children. So I handle grade 1 to grade 5. I had those experiences as well. And then, of course, you're going to teach students. During the face-to-face, we have 1 hour and 10 minutes of class. But since the pandemic happened, we cut it off to 40 minutes there. So I know you can also relate with this because you're actually having your ODL classes or online distance learning. Okay. And also as an art teacher, I demonstrate the art process, how we make artworks, how we paint, how we draw, how we create prints, and how to sculpt sculptures or statues, for example. And of course, we also teach them how to look at an artwork, the parts of the artwork, for example, the elements and the principles in an artwork. Then, of course, as a teacher, you need to be organized because when you are teaching art, you need to compile some best works because during February, we have you call this gallery viewing of the best works. Okay, so that you can see the gradual progress of students' art skills there. And of course, we also teach the students how to critique and give constructive feedback in their artworks there. So right now, I'm a homeroom partner. So I assist the homeroom advisor during events, and I also help in the tech side of things during events. I also help in taking photos and also assisting during Genius Hour. So when we say Genius Hour, it's our time to explore passions of students and have time to know more about themselves. So I'm also an advisor from several years before. And as a homeroom advisor, you of course counsel students, you advise them, and also monitor them during homeroom hour. And you also talk with parents, especially if the student is in need of guidance there. And also you also connect with other subject teachers in case a student needs help from that subject. Okay. All right, let's go to the next slide, please. Okay. So this year, I am a SAS or Subject Area Supervisor for Art. And what do I do? I mostly monitor the Google Classroom postings, so the online learning platform, the calendar, and etc. I also check lesson plans, instructional materials, collaborate with art teachers as well, who I handle and monitor. Also, again, being organized is very important in being a SAS. So you need to keep files, important documents, and then you also decide on some academic policies there. We also support the administrators. I also observe teachers during their classes so that I can give them feedback or post-conferences meetings there. I also lead the Arts Month ACAD celebration and seminars if we have that in the Arts Month celebration. We also have peer check the ACAD files or academic files, and then facilitate area meetings, encourage teachers to attend seminars as well so that they will continue learning. Let's go to the next slide, please. There. So what are the reasons why I became a teacher? First of all, I really like being a student. I like learning a lot. So being an educator is one of my options. I like being in a school atmosphere, and I like to learn different knowledge, skills, and of course the attitude or the values. Okay? I also like art. Maybe it's really a blessing in disguise that I was given this subject area to teach because I'm really into creative stuff. That's what I really like. And then of course, teaching values to kids. As we all know, teaching is also a noble profession and a vocation. And it's also my way to give back to society in molding the minds, the hearts, and the skills of my students. So as you can see, there's the social transformation aspect, which I really got from St. Joseph's College. Please go to the next one there. So what are the knowledge, values, and skills that I had? So here are some. So there is a balance of work and leisure when you look at the acad and extracurricular programs of St. Joseph's College. So you're not only having the intellectual development, but also you have the values, you also have the skills. So it's really holistic to become a human person, right? And then again, learning by doing. So we have events, activities in the classroom that are really hands-on and that really helps you learn and retain these knowledge, values, and skills as you grow older. There's also a strong spiritual formation. So later I'll show you how they formed me to be really God-fearing. And then we also have these leadership trainings. I was able to become an officer of order when I was in high school. We call our student board of leaders a central board of students. I also became an CAT officer there, and then when I was in college, I also became a JFC officer. And then another thing that I like about St. Joseph is that you need to love what you do and be passionate about it. Until now, I'm still doing it. I still have it in my heart. And that really stayed up until now. There. And then I also remember being developed with grit, wherein you have the ability to bounce back if ever there are, problems that you encounter, and you know how to find ways to give solution to that problem, or having a growth mindset. Okay? Also being peace-loving individual, especially you will be working with different personalities, with different parents, with different students, and that is one important thing that you need to have as a teacher. And then having creativity and critical thinking, because you will also employ that in your crafting of your lesson plans, your IMs, okay, or things that you need when you teach there, or the curriculum mapping that we do. So there should be a holistic aspect to what you are doing when you are teaching, because of course you are catering for a person there. So let's go to the next slide, please. There. And also being in St. Joseph for a long time, we are also employing different technologies. Okay? And that has been a very important skill because I became a tech coach. And then having the language and presentation skills. So of course, how you design your presentation, and of course, how you present it live like this, or when you're having classes. It's very important. And also having positive discipline, okay? Because our teachers are really loving and they're really respectful. I never had a really bad experience with my teachers. They're from preschool to college. They're all professionals, and they're really also warm and welcoming. Can we go to the next slide, please? All right. So as a teacher, there are some perks. Of course, it's an essential vocation. Even in the pandemic, you need teachers. And that is one of the essential vocations or professions here in the country. You also have allowances. Okay, so we had rice allowance, internet allowance, and then we also got support for art materials because we are using that during, every year. And also we have benefits like leaves, sick leaves. We also have, actually it's a lot, but there are different benefits that we also have in Miriam College. And then we also have outings and other programs for wellness, because of course teachers are stressed right now because of the pandemic, knowing that they need to learn fast about how they go about ODL and stuff. Then of course, having your social support system, you have your students, you have your co-teachers, your administrators, and then of course the parents. Their support is really important, especially when we are developing a child, because the child's development is being developed by the community. It's not only the teacher. There. And then, of course, another perk is you will always learn. You will always adjust to the changes in the society. And of course, being a teacher, you can transform your society or the country. Okay. And it's also our way to advocate for children. And of course, for me, the art aspect there. So what is the significance of my Josephine education? Up until now, I'm still applying it in my way of living personally and of course professionally. So I use the knowledge, skills, and attitudes that I learned from our school, and also this education that I had is really relevant. All the skills I was able to really also share it to others or to my co-teachers and to my students, of course. And then also have the social transformation aspect. So later on, I'll show you some examples of these. So there. So as you can see, it's really important to select the school that you will be into because they will really help mold you holistically. Please, let's go to the next slide. All right. So when I was in college, again, here are some experiences that I had. Please go to the next slide, please. Thank you. All right. So as I said, we have the strong spiritual foundation. So we had retreats and recollections. So it's not only resting, but we also had time to socialize, to learn about yourself, reflect on your life there. Then we also have the organization to socialize, to develop our social skills, of course, our leadership skills. And not only that, get to know other people outside of the organization. So let's go to the next slide, please. There. So actually, this is our getting to know. It's like a getting to know event or activity. So we also saw other, I think, other areas of expertise here. So not only education, but also other degrees were in this session. Go to the next slide, please. And then this one is actually outside of school. We had leadership training in ARC Young Leaders Camp. So there are other schools who also entered in this kind of training, and St. Joseph is one of those who had the training with, I think, schools from if I remember correctly, from PNU, and some are from UP Diliman and other schools. Sorry, I forgot what other schools we had there. It was a long time ago. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Here. Okay, and then we also have field trips and observations. They're from different schools, from Margareta Homes. Next, please. We also have other schools where you can see the play of the relationship of the learning environment, of the teachers, the students, and the parents. Okay, let's go to the next slide, please. There. So we also have advocacy events, okay, where you support differently abled students. So we had here the fashion show with deaf students. Next slide, please. So this is already during my practicum. And then we also have the Angels Walk. We walk with, again, students with different abilities. Let's go to the next slide, please. There. Another one, the Infinity Sign Language Concert with the deaf community. Next slide, please. And then we also have immersion activity with the Montalban community where we taught children. There. So next slide, please. So as you can see, there is really social transformation there, right? And then of course, the balance of the academy or the ACADS and the extracurricular, we had our aming table or cheer dances. We have the poste where we shared our experiences. Next slide, please. There, we also had seminars. So this is really important, especially when you go to the education sector already when you're adults. There. it you know how to have seminars or how to lead seminars. Let's go to the next slide, please. There, of course, Christmas party. That's our way to socialize and also rest from the ACADS. Next slide, please. Then our sports fest. So here you develop the skills or the body-centered skills. Let's go to the next slide, please. Then, of course, orientations, where college students help out in the event, of course. Let's go to the next slide, please. Then, of course, the practicum or practice teaching. We had different experiences here where we taught in-house, which is in St. Joseph, in the SPED department, and then I went to Batino for the public school here near in Katipunan. Let's go to the next slide, please. And there I was teaching deaf students. I only had basic knowledge of sign language, but I was able to do it because St. Joseph's do help you out in this kind of situations. Let's go to the next slide, please. Thank you. And then we also have research. So there's a presentation of special topics. And this is really important in the school sector because it helps us, learn more and also have changes in the programs, for example, if there are action researches about it. So it's really handy to have this kind of skills. Okay, let's go to the next slide, please. There, of course, graduation. Next. And then we also have the LET preparation. So there, I was able to pass the LET one time only. So there, next. There, so what do you consider when you find your future workplace? So here are some of what I considered. The location is very, very near my address. Okay, and of course, the campus, it's similar to St. Joseph because of the beautiful landscapes and sceneries. The mission, vision, and advocacy centers is also connected to St. Joseph, being innovative. And then the welcoming community is still there. The academic and student affairs programs are also somewhat similar. And then, of course, the perks and the benefits that I get there. So there. Let's go to the next slide, please. There. So for my advice for a newbie teacher or for a new employee, love what you do. Because without love, you will not really have, you will really work really in a bad mood, or you will also not last that long if you don't love what you do. Okay? Then if you get tired, rest, have self-care, and also have a strong support system, your family, friends, if you're having problems or if you're having like a hard time to adjust, they will be there. Even the professors I have at St. Joseph's, they can easily give you support as well, even if you graduated already. And you also build your work routine. Okay, manage your time, and also volunteer because there are a lot of opportunities to learn and grow from it. Also, go to seminars and pursue graduate studies. Never stop learning, and also walk the talk. Okay, so if you are molding students and you want them to be active learners, to also learn every day. So that's it. Thank you everybody for listening. I hope it will inspire you and also join the EDUC program of St. Joseph's College. Thank you everybody.
Thank you so much, Miss Nicole Mangay, for that very insightful presentation. So to our senior high school participants, we hope that you understood Miss Mangay's talk as much as we did. So, and we really are pretty sure that whatever insights you have learned from her will be useful and helpful for you. And of course, at this moment, we'd like to acknowledge also the presence of the Area Coordinator of General Education of St. Joseph's College of, Quezon City, Miss Mildred Lasso. Hi, Miss.
We also like to acknowledge the presence of Sister Christine May, SFIC, the head of the HR department of SJCQC. And also RJ, we would like to acknowledge Dr. Pablito Mendoza with 13 senior high school students from the Philippine College of Advanced Arts and Technology. Thank you po for attending this career talk.
Again, thank you so much, Ms. Mangay.
Alright, so to our senior high school participants, we hope that you understood Ms. Mangay's talk and you've gained knowledge about it, and we hope that it can be helpful in choosing your profession in the future.
Good day, everyone. Peace and all good. I am Raina Gador, currently taking up a Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English.
A pleasant day to everyone. I am Gerardo Paraino Jr. and I am currently taking up Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English.
Hello, I'm Jennifer Lacson, also a Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Religion.
Hi, how are you? I'm Leah Gomez, taking up Bachelor of Special Needs Education.
We are here to inform you about our degree program here at St. Joseph's College of Quezon City. Future educators, let's unite.
Let's unite. The Bachelor of Education program of St. Joseph College of Quezon City is a 4-year degree program that combines both theory and practice designed to prepare the students to become teachers who can help the country achieve the social transformation and promote the SJCQC core values of simplicity, truth, justice, and integrity of creation.
As future teachers, we can help shape the next generation. Becoming a teacher gives you the opportunity to make an impact in your students' lives by providing them the necessary knowledge, values, and skills that will enable them to become responsible members of our society, more so as agents of change.
The knowledge, values as well as the pedagogical and managerial skills that we will acquire in the program will definitely help us grow personally and professionally.
With the growth of communication technology and online communication, we can apply our teaching skills in regular face-to-face or virtual classes, both here in the Philippines and in other parts of the world.
And because we are Josephines, we can also pursue our mission as community builders and agents of social transformation, especially in communities who have little access in basic education.
It's challenging.
It's mission driven.
It's inspiring.
It's transformative.
Come, be one of us. Future
Future
educators,
unite.
unite.
So RJ, let's learn about another degree program in SJCQC from our next resource speaker. At sino nga ba siya? Pakilala na.
Alright. Our fourth speaker is a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Social Work here at SJCQC in 2002. He finished his master's degree in Public Administration from Yungnam University in South Korea. He has already rendered 17 years in social welfare and development services. He became a street and community educator, the years 2002 to 2005. And from 2005 to 2008, he became an adoption social worker. And in May 2008, he became a Social Welfare Officer 3 at the Department of Social Welfare and Development. And in the following year, he became a Social Welfare Officer 2, and from 2010 until the present, he is Project Development Officer 3 Research and Design Division of the DSW.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our fourth resource speaker, a distinguished alumnus of DS Social Work, Mr. John Kalidkid.
Good afternoon, everyone. Kamusta po? Naririnig ko ba ako?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Alright, sige.
Yes po.
Can I request po if I will share my slide presentation kasi medyo na-upgrade ko lang po siya ng kaunti. Ako na lang po yung mag-present. Okay lang pa yan. Sige. Ikita niyo na po yung presentation after?
Yes.
Okay, sige. Thank you very much. So, yan no. Bago ako magsimula, ay gusto ko magiging meron akong paunting ground rules para sa ating mga participants na sumali, no. So, ano yung ground rules natin? Of course, kagaya nung nangyari kanina, may mga konting ingay, so mas maganda kung nakasilent yung phone natin. Makinig ng maigi at nang sa ganun ay magkaroon tayo ng kaunting interaction. And of course, smile. No? Smile lang tayo para alright. So, first no, gusto kong malaman muna no, dito sa ating mga participants joining us now. Gusto ko lang magkaroon ng kaunting interaction lang with you. As a little child noon, what was your dream job? Pwede ko bang makita na i-type nyo lang doon sa ating chat screen? As a little child, ano yung nagiging dream job nyo noon? Kung maalala niyo, meron mo. Sige nga, soldier, principal, doctor, artist. O yun, no? Dami sumagot. Chef, teacher, designer, dami. As a child yan, ano po. And then, later on, lawyer, firefighter, no? Pero nung lumaki na po kayo, no, at nagkaroon na kayo ng pagkakataon na decide for yourself, now, what is your dream profession? Ano naman ang gusto niyo magiging profession na ngayon? Nakapag-isip na ba kayo? Naisip niyo na ba? But I think, no, through this session or sharing na meron tayo, kung ano man ang naisip niyo ngayon, maaaring magbago yan anytime. Tama? Kasi this is the opportunity na sa tingin ko napakagandang opportunity kaysa sa amin noon. We never had this type of presentation na inilahad sa amin ng iba't ibang profession. Hindi namin nasubukan yan. Pagkatapos ng high school, pinag-isip na lang kami, what do you want to enroll in college? Kami na po nag-isip na. No? And then, one good thing kasi this time, this is a respect to your independence as a student kasi you will be the one to make a major decision for yourself. Ito yung ikaw mismo ang magde-decide. It's not your parents. It's you who will decide ano bang magandang posisyon, trabaho ang gagawin ko o maging ako pagdating ng panahon. And you know what? One of the many courses available now, social work is not really recognized until now ng maraming kasamahan po natin sa lipunan, no? And I think this is my opportunity to share ano ba ang social work as a profession. Because social work is also a profession. It is a 4-year course. It has a board exam. At kalimitan ay sinasabing pag social work, babae lang yan. But you know what? Hindi po totoo yan. Ang dami po natin kasamahan sa field ng mga lalaki. Hindi naman ganun kadami. Marami pa rin ang mga babae. And what we want is to encourage ng mga kalalakihan natin na pwede kayong maging social worker. sa St. Joseph's College. Alright, so, or whatever, no, na maisip po ninyo mga professions. And then, of course, so bakit gusto natin magtrabaho? Bakit gusto natin na magkaroon ng job or job title so that later on, meron tayong income, meron tayong masabing kita later on, pero ang kita o income nakadepende sa kung ano ang profesyon na pinapasok natin. Kung gusto mong yumaman, din pumasok ka sa profesyon na sa tingin mo ay mayroong income, mayroong profit. At pero kung gusto mo ng profesyon na tingin mo mag-enjoy ka, kahit hindi ganun kataas, pero nakikita mo yung value mo sa community, then choose profession that you feel you are comfortable at mag-i-excel ka. No? So, I would like to introduce myself din po. No? I am John Son Kalinki. I am a registered social worker and I am also a technical staff now at the Social Technology Bureau. At nag-start nga po ako, as mentioned, from 2008 to present dito po sa DSWD. At ang entry point po namin dito when you work with the DSWD Central Office ay more or less nasa 45,000 naman kahit paano pa yan. So, ganun naman po ang entry point. So, this is my office. Ayan po ang DSWD Central Office at marami po kaming opisina dito at isa lang po ang Social Technology Bureau sa mga opisina na nandito at doon po ako nag-work. Okay, so my job description is our job or our function dito sa Social Technology Bureau is to formulate social welfare and development models of intervention and enhances existing programs and services to address the emerging social issues. So social issues, ano-ano ba yung mga nakakaranas ng mga social issues? It range from different sectors, no? From the child, from youth, from women, older persons, men, yung mga persons with disabilities, no? So lahat ay natatamaan po ng mga social issues at kailangan po nating respondan ang kanilang mga problema. So, ano po yung ilan sa mga tasks na meron po ako dito sa DSWD? Among those major po is yun pong management of projects, research, pagdidisenyo ng mga proyekto at pag-i-implement. We also do review of mga existing literature reviews, no, for program development. And then we also assist in the implementation and monitoring of the guidelines, development of monitoring guidelines, and also reporting system as part of the program development. So naggagawa din kami ng mga konsepto. Yung mga konsepto na ginagawa namin dapat innovative, dapat makabago. So that kapag in-implement namin ito, i-test namin siya, titingnan namin kung gumagana ang mga components, ang mga strategies, ang mga approaches, at nang sa ganun, kung maayos ang pag-i-implement na dumaan sa tinatawag natin evidence-based procedures, dahil nagkaroon ng monitoring at nakita na yung mga ginawang mga strategy ay epektibo, siya naman pong aming minamarket, ini-institutionalize sa iba't ibang rehiyon sa Pilipinas para i-adapt ng mga local government units natin. Like for example, yung Pantawid Pamilya Pilipino Program, bago po yan naging nationwide projects, dito po yan dumaan sa aming opisina sa Social Technology Bureau, kung saan in-implement muna namin yan sa ilang LGUs. Tinest muna namin yan, tinignan muna natin kung mag-work siya o hindi. At naging mabuti naman siya, kaya po siya naging nationwide implementation. So, ayan. So, part of, among the projects no, na gawa ko po no, ng inyong lingkod dito sa DSWD, ayun pong counseling services for rehabilitation of perpetrators of domestic violence. Ito ay programa na nagawa po natin para po matulungan yung perpetrator na nabubugbog, na nanakit ng kanilang asawa. So, mayroon po tayong mga strategies dyan, paano sila mapigilan at maging maayos ang pamilya. Meron din po tayong programa kagaya po ng Empowerment and Reaffirmation of Paternal Abilities or ERPAT. Ito po ay programa na naglalayo naman na yung mga tatay natin sa community ay magiging partner ng mga nanay sa rearing, child rearing. hindi lang sila basta tatay, na ako tatay, ako haligi ng pamilya, ako nagtatrabaho. Hindi lang sila dapat naka-focus sa ganong role, but they are partners in paternal care, in caring the children, no? And then also yung kung strengthening and the empowerment of OFW families towards family preservation, isa dito sa mga programa. Dahil tinitingnan natin yung issue na karamihan sa ating mga family na overseas Filipinos, yung mga anak nila ay napapaliwara dito sa Pilipinas, no? So may data naman po na nagsusupport niyan kung bakit talagang nangyayari siya. So doon kami nakafocus. And then meron tayong National Family Violence Prevention Program, still on violence prevention. At ang recent po na ginagawa ko po ngayon, that is due for pilot implementation namin, is yung Community Garden PH in partnership with Department of Agriculture para naman sa community-based partnership para sa mga individuals para ma-idsan yung kagutuman. Ano lang po yan, mga piyaw lang. Then on the another one, I am also a national trainer on positive discipline in everyday parenting. So of the 24 people in the country, kaya kahit pa paano ay nakasama po ako doon as one of the trainer in the Philippines. Yun. So in the SWD, we always strive for maagap at mapagkalingang serbisyo. So yan po yung aming mantra sa SWD. So why social work? Bakit nga ba ako nag-social work? Ang dami-dami namang profession dyan kung tutuusin, no? Pwede namang ibang profession dahil pwede kumita ako ng malaki. Kasi sa social work, ang sabi nga nila, if you work with the government, hindi ka naman yayaman. Not really, no? Kasi may sabi nga, daig ng madiskarte ang matalino, ika nga. So, pwede ka pa rin naman yumaman kung nagtatrabaho ka sa gobyerno, and yet you are also doing other jobs or other, or you are doing business. But technically speaking, kapag ka nasa government ka, like nasa ganitong servisyo ka, ang focus mo is working with the people, no? And you are spending the government's taxes for the people. So why social work? Because social work is a profession concerned with helping individuals, families, groups, and communities to enhance their individual and collective well-being, because it also aims to help develop their skills and abilities. Kasi pag social worker ka, kung ang puso mo ay tumulong doon sa mga disadvantaged sectors, tumulong doon sa mga sinasabing nasa laylayan, na hindi naaabot, hindi nabibigyan ng access to information, kailangan nilang ma-educate, parang teacher. So, pag nag-i-educate din, mag-social worker ka. No? Ang hambol mo dito is not only to earn income, but also to feel na nakakatulong ka sa pangangailangan ng community at ating bayan, like yan, ang ating mga disadvantaged sectors and individuals. So, social work is also everything because you are concerned with relationships, because you are concerned with human being, their worth and dignity, yung integrity, yung empowerment, yung partnership, yung participation and respect, yung rights and justice. We value all this, no? As a social worker. At ito ang kagandahan sa social work kasi nai-embody na natin kaagad yung virtues na tinuturo sa St. Joseph's College. And then, of course, as social worker, kailangan natin yung competencies natin na dapat meron tayo, like education, yung knowledge, mayroon tayong kaalaman, at nai-demonstrate natin siya sa pamamagitan ng ating skills at ng ating attitudes, no? So how are we going to do that? For example, in terms of knowledge required for the job sa amin, so kailangan namin alam ang tinatawag na research and review of related literature, meron man lang kaming background on program development, project design development, preparation of proposal, project proposal, guidelines development, development of manual of operations, and monitoring and evaluation. But of course, when I entered the SWD, hindi ko po alam yan lahat. Hindi ko po alam lahat yan. Hindi kailangan pagpasok mo sa isang profession o sa isang trabaho, alam mo na itong mga to. Because maaari may alam ka, pero you will only demonstrate that kind of skills kapag kaunti-unti mo i-level up yung sarili mo dun sa trabaho na ginagawa mo. Tandaan nyo po yan lagi. Hindi kailangan master ka sa isang trabaho kung may a-applyan ka. Dapat may alam ka lang, and then you are also helping yourself to master your job so that later on magiging craft mo na yan. Kahit natutulog ka, alam mo paano yan gagawin, alam mo paano yan ituro sa iba. Yan. So these are the knowledge required, no? And the skills also, mahalaga din na mayroon din po tayong alam in terms of paano mag-document, paano mag-facilitate or facilitation, paano mag-communicate, no? Because communication is one of the tasks na kailangan na gawin ng isang social worker para ma-communicate yung programa sa iba, no? Paano magplano, yan, at paano mag-design. So, in terms of hard skills like data management, medyo advanced na po yan. Ang sa taas naman, like documentation, facilitation, communication, planning, and designing, mga soft skills na po yan. Yan. So, ano-ano po yung mga benefits of working in the Philippine government? Like for me here in the SWD Central Office as social worker, marami yun naman pong benepisyo ang nakukuha natin dito sa DSWD, especially kapag ikaw ay nagiging permanente sa posisyon na na-applyan mo. Dito ay kagaya niyang allowance, may achievement award, may health insurance through GSIS, may paid vacation naman na po pwede kang mag-leave, may meal breaks, may bonuses na 13th and 14th month, no? Meron naman po at meron ding allowance at meron ding additional salary, additional allowance sa salaries. And one of the perks or benefits na napakinabangan ko din po sa department is when I availed, no, ginrab ko yung scholarship of KOICA, yung Korean International Cooperation Agency, where I took the Masters in Public Administration sa South Korea from 2014 to 2016 at free po yun lahat. So yun ang kagandahan. Ang trabaho ko lang doon ay just study. Kasi meron po akong allowance at yung allowance ko ayun lang po yung ginagamit ko sa aking pagkain. Pero yung food ay libre na po yun. And on top of that, dito sa office sa DSWD ay meron pa po akong salary na dumadating on a regular basis. So, maganda po yun dahil yun, nagtiwala ang department na pag-aralin ako so that when I come back, kung pwede kong ibalik yung natutunan ko sa master's degree ko through my return plan of re-entry plan. And then, ayun. The significance of education to the profession that I have is that it prepares me to be competitive, no, sa lahat ng kasamahan natin. Doon sa pag sinabi kong galing akong St. Joseph, no, dito sa DSWD, talagang masasabi nilang, ay galing kang St. Joseph, parang ang sarap pakinggan kasi ang kanilang feedback is that di ba magagaling dyan ang mga nag-aaral ng social work. So, nagbo-boost siya talaga ng energy, no? At saka yung self-esteem mo na, oh, I came from this school. Right? And so, we always meet the requirements beyond expectation, and we abide by the values of the Josephine by upholding yung honesty, sincerity, consistency, and integrity. And then, in terms of college experience, yes, as I mentioned, nagiging bahagi din po ako ng scholarship program of St. Joseph's College, wherein nagstay po kami dyan, may dormitory po dyan sa St. Joseph's College, at meron po kaming oras na kami ay nagtatrabaho at meron din kaming oras na kami ay nag-aaral. No? Yun ang isa sa the best part na nag-grant sa akin ng St. Joseph's College because I am a working scholar and all I have to do is to study well, meet the minimum grade kasi kung hindi namin makukuha yung grade na yon, pwede kaming matanggal sa scholarship program. So I think from the 13 social work student, nung kami ay first year college, nung nag-fourth year kami, 6 na lang kami gumraduate na social work. So talagang napaka-tough kasi napaka-husay din po ng aming mga professor na nandyan po sa St. Joseph's College. Alright. And then, of course, napakasaya. It was really a fun journey because we also joined yung mga extracurricular activities and we participated in school events. So, ano yung mga factors to consider in choosing a career path, no? Ito yung mga tips ko para sa mga bago nating estudyante na nag-iisip, ano ba yung consider ko? Malamang iniisip ninyo, ano? Paano ba ako mamili? Kung ito ang pinapakita sa akin ng school, kung ito ang listahan na nakikita ko, ito na lang ba ang pipiliin ko? Diba? So, one thing is you should also consider your personality. Okay? So, one of the most valuable things to consider is the nature of your personality and yung level of satisfaction that you would like to achieve from your work. Ano bang klaseng personality ka? And then, look also at your lifestyle. Ikaw ba yung tao na ayaw mo na nahahassle ka? Or you'll want to avoid yung city-based career? Gusto mo ba na nasa probinsya? Gusto mo ba na nag-iisa ka na nagtatrabaho? Or nag-i-enjoy ka ba na nagtatrabaho ka sa maraming tao? Gusto mo ba na nakikipag-relate ka sa iba't ibang opisina? And then, that is a hint na mamimili ka ngayon ng profession na sa tingin mo ay para sa'yo. Alright? Ano pa? Transferable skills. Okay? So, matching your future career to your current skill set may mean that your interest and experience are better aligned, no? So, kung ano ang hilig mo ngayon, ay tingnan mo kung paano mo siya i-align dun sa profession na gusto mo. Sabi nga kanina ng mga previous presenters natin, kung mahilig nga naman sa math at kukuha ka ng music, ay baka mahirapan ka. Pero kung kukuha ka ng ibang kurso or kurso na mag-a-align sa'yo, doon ka. Kung ikaw ay mahilig makipag-usap, mahilig kang mag-relate sa tao, mahilig kang nakikita mo na ang sarili mo na tumutulong ka doon sa mga nangangailangan, and then baka social work is the best profession para sa iyo. Ang dami po namin kasama kakilala dito sa aming opisina na dumadating sa trabaho namin. Nalaman nila, uy, social worker ka? Kurso pala yan? Ang galing naman at ang ganda naman ng course ninyo. Gusto ko na tuloy mag-social work. And what we say, okay, it's okay, walang problema, hindi pa huli ang lahat. Mag-aral ka ulit. Ang dami pong kailangang social worker. Ang demand ng social worker sa department ay napakarami, pero napakakaunti po ng supply. Yun po ang problema sa ngayon. Kaya po, hinihikayat po namin ang mga gustong mag-social work. If you feel na kaya mo, na gusto mong makipagtrabaho sa mga disadvantage, sa mga tao na nangangailangan, mag-social worker ka. We are with you in your decision. And of course, look at your values. Ano yung personal values and beliefs mo take it into account when considering different career paths and ensure that you are satisfied with what you do. No? And other than that, of course, kailangan mo rin isipin how much or how far are you going to spend for education. Willing ka bang mag-spend ng 4-year course? Gusto mo ba 2-year course lang? Vocational course lang ba gusto mo? Or gusto mo after 4-year course, gusto mo pa rin ng masteral, gusto mo pa rin mag-doctorate? If you are willing to do that, then somehow magkakaroon ka na ng idea, I think gusto ko ng ganitong profession kasi 4-year course ang gusto ko at 4-year course ito pasok sa banga. Alright? And then of course, yung talent, yung personality, at yung talent and skills. Look at your talent and skills. Saan ka? And then, lastly also is financial goals. Yun. Siyempre, may mga kasamahan tayo na tinitingnan din, malaki bang income dito pag nakatapos ako? Ay, baka maliit lang yan. May mga ganon, no? Yung anak ko, for example, my son who is now 12 years old, when he was 5 years old, dala-dala ko siya dito sa aming opisina sa DSWD. So of course nakikita niya, no? Nakikita niya kami nagtatrabaho, and then nakikita din niya yung mga tao yung nasa field care, yung mga naglilinis, ganyan. Pagdating ng alas 5 ng hapon sa baba, nagla-log out na sila. Meron sila yung sa bandy clock, yung ano tawag nun, yung bandy clock na tumutunog yan. So paglabas, pag bumababa kami, nakita niya yung mga tao nakapila. Sabi nagtatanong siya, sino yung mga yan? Sabi ko, mga sila, mga janitor. Uuwi na yan sila kasi kaya sila nagla-log out. Pauwi na sila ng work. So one time, I asked him, kapag kapag ikaw ay pipili ng profesyon, anong profesyon ang pipiliin mo paglaki mo? Alam mo ba ang sagot sa akin ng anak ko? Gusto daw niyang maging janitor. So nagulat ako, bakit janitor? Kasi daw, ang janitor, pag natapos na nilang maglinis ng trabaho, maglinis o magtrabaho, pwede na silang umuwi. Yun ang sabi niya. So that was really something na napaisip ako. Bakit hindi ba ako umuwi na maaga? So mga ganon. Why? Because in our work here in the SWD, sometimes we also spend some time to extend kasi may mga trainings, may mga works. So doon namin natutwell yung aming time. But of course, we strive to have work balance din, no? Sa aming trabaho, work-life balance as well. Ayun. So, ang ililit ko na message po sa inyo, no? As what is written doon sa Jeremiah 29:11, no? Sabi dito, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and future. So I think yan lang po at next slide. Yan lang po. Maraming salamat and back to you, Miss Ida and RJ.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right, thank you so much, Sir John Kalidkid. What an insightful presentation from our research speaker from social work. So as he shared his expertise and experiences, talaga namang makikita natin na na-vibe ni Mr. John Kalidkid yung values, knowledge, and skills na-acquire niya from St. Joseph's College. And of course, sa kanyang degree program.
Totoo yan, RJ. And you know what I really find interesting and amusing? How the speakers constantly mentions that what they have learned inside SJCQC ay natadala nila sa kanilang mga professions.
I agree with you, Ida. And so, we would like to express our sincerest gratitude to Mr. John Kalidkid for giving us his time and sharing us with his knowledge in the field of social work.
Maraming salamat po, Sir John Kalidkid. Ladies and gentlemen, let us give a virtual round of applause to Mr. John Kalidkid.
Hello everyone, I am Sister Juntigun. I am a Vietnamese. I belong to the religious congregation of the Shivas de San Jose. I am now a first-year student taking up BS Shawwood at St. Joseph's College of Quezon City.
I have encountered many people belonging in the marginalized sectors of society, how much they struggle in their everyday lives, and how much the children and youth suffer because of domestic violence and other abuses, even from their relatives and neighbors. As I listen to their stories and accompany them in their journey, I came to understand them better and feel one with them. These experiences have intensified my passion to commit myself to the well-being and promotion of those in the poor working world, and it helps me to finally decide to take up this social work course.
Growing up as a missionary kid in Manila, Philippines from age 4 to 19, I've become very passionate about serving the Filipino people. I founded Consider the Lily Foundation in 2011. We partner with the DSWD to rescue girls from human trafficking and sexual abuse. I love the work I do, but I have a lot to learn. I am currently working on my degree in social work at St. Joseph's College of Quezon City. I chose St. Joseph's because I had heard from so many colleagues and friends how great the social work program was. All of our teachers are dedicated and speak with great authority and wisdom from personal experience. I know I've chosen the best school to better equip the work I do and Consider the Lily.
The BS Social Work programs also offer many career options because it owns students to take up a variety of professional roles. I would like to pursue a career path in social work because I am motivated by the idea that empowering one person at a time can have a ripple effect that will have a strong impact in the entire community.
The reason I choose this course is because I have a heart to help people who are weak and unable to stand for themselves. I care about people who have lost their ways and would like to start all over again. Social workers have something that you really can't find in other professions. Being close with your clients, understanding them, and having sympathy to really help them get a second chance and find their calling. It makes it so fulfilling as a social worker. We may not be able to give much, but the impact lives in people's hearts forever.
Social work is a profession that can make beautiful things for others. Taking the risk wherever the mission takes you make it an adventurous profession. Also, social workers know how to give their love to the people around them, especially the people who really need their help.
The more you care, the stronger you can be.
A righteous heart whose blood flows to compassion. Become a social worker and make an everlasting difference.
Change can be brought in any form of action. Be the change to the unchanging.
A heart that listens and is compassionate. Be a social worker and make a lasting difference.
Learn how to be world changer for good by attending St. Joseph College of Quezon City.
So to our senior high school students who are in the general academic strand and humanities and social sciences strand, social work can be a possible career path for you.
That's right. Sobrang interesting na mga dinidiscuss ng ating mga resource speakers this afternoon. Kaya excited na akong may matutunan pa sa mga susunod nating resource speakers.
Yes, RJ, we already learned from 4 resource speakers this afternoon, from BA Communication, BS Accountancy, Bachelor of Education, and BS Social Work.
That's right. And for our next resource speaker, I'm sure that those in the STEM strand and textbook tracks will be particularly interested in the insights that she's going to share.
That's right, RJ. Our 5th resource speaker is a graduate of BS Information Technology in 2017 here at SJCQC. He has 5 years of experience as application support in this field of IT and telecom industry. He worked as a software support specialist at GateSoft Corp from 2017 to 2018. He then worked as network technical support engineer at Asticom Technology from 2018 to 2019. And currently, she is working as software engineer at Globe Telecom.
Please welcome an alumna from BS Information Technology, Ms. Claire Lalorio.
Good afternoon, everyone. So, am I audible po? You can hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. So, thank you, Ms. Vida and the team for having me for the first virtual career talk of SJCQC. And good afternoon also to our SFIC sisters and to our students this afternoon. Okay, so for now, this afternoon, I will be sharing to you the insights for as a graduate of IT in SJCQC. So next slide po. Okay, so for today's topic, I will be sharing to you my job responsibilities, the knowledge and skills in the field of IT industry, the significance as a Josephine, and advice and considerations. Okay, next slide. Okay, so let me introduce myself first. I am Claire Lenorio. Currently, I am working as a software engineer at Globe Telecom. Also, I am a graduate of SJCQC Batch 2017 as with a degree of PSIT. So I started working at Globe last June 2018 up until now. Okay, next slide po. Okay, so for the first part, I will be sharing to you our responsibilities in Globe as a software engineer. So, medyo mahaba yung description niya. So, let me just summarize the description. So, for the responsibilities, first we have the foundational knowledge and capability to use one or more programming languages. So, for this, syempre, as a software engineer, we're already exposed to different programming languages. So way back in St. Joseph, we're also exposed na din sa different programming languages which includes PHP, C++, C Sharp, VB.NET, and syempre we're also exposed to database management. So in Globe, what we have learned in St. Jo way back, na-apply din namin up until now. So hindi siya ganun kahirap makakope kasi meron na kaming background na nakuha namin way back in college. So next is to analyze program needs and tailor design software solutions to users using a problem-solving approach. So for this will be the development stage. So as a software engineer here in Globe, what we are doing here is to develop, create, or program a specific software and web application tool that will cater our end users. So for that, if we already meet the expectation ng end users namin, mas madali namin matatapos yung specific project namin. At least, na-meet namin yung goal nila dun sa tool na pinapa-develop nila sa amin. So at the same time, hindi lang yung end users namin yung makikinabang. At least, we can provide a better service to our subscribers. So next we have here is the create and analyze visual diagrams and methods that communicate the necessary code components to other team members and explain how they might function together. So to summarize, this is the design phase or the planning stage ng software development tool. So syempre, as a software engineer, hindi ka naman pwedeng gumawa agad, mag-structure ka ng program, mag-develop ka agad without the use of the diagrams. So for this, syempre, we have different team members which we will have regroup to provide ano ba yung logical or structure ng isang software na gusto ng ating clients or ng end users natin. So in Globe naman, I'll just share before we perform a software developing or web application tool structure, we make sure na nagkakaroon kami ng daily regroup. So for that, ang regroup namin includes, syempre, ano ba yung gusto ng client namin? Ano ba yung gusto ng end users? Ano ba yung scope nitong project na to? So at least, magkaroon man lang, ma-enlighten yung team members ng bawat project kung ano ba yung goal ng tool na i-develop namin. So next slide po. Next, observe program functionality throughout various testing, development, and production phases and environments. So with this is actually the deployment and the testing stage of the software application development. So every fixes that we will deploy here in Bloom, we're actually exposed with the different environments. We have here the testing environments and the production environments. So after the design and the development stage, syempre mag-deploy na kami and mag-test. So with that, with the use of the different instances na na-mention ko, that will be the time na doon namin matitest kung na-meet ba namin yung expectation ng users, na end users namin. Doon din namin ma-check kung nagpa-function ba ng maayos yung software namin para at least hindi kami magkaroon ng lapse sa expectation ng aming users. Next is collaborate with a team of software engineers, designers, and data scientists to optimize and iterate on software solutions. So let me share to you ang experience ko sa Sinjo. So for this, hindi kami, actually nagkaroon kami ng project, several projects na sa Sinjo, sa IT. So sa major subjects namin, nagkakaroon kami ng group. So we were actually separated into two groups or depende kung ilan kami. But I just want to share na during our college days, we were already exposed on how we value each team members of the project. So each member, syempre, meron silang specific na task or responsibilities na forte nila. So with that, Saint Joe already enlightened us or already exposed us to how we can value our team members in every project. So with that, during my working here in Blue, hindi ako nahirapan magkaroon ng collaborative or hindi ako nahirapan makipag-cooperate sa mga team members ko. Because, syempre, as I've mentioned, nung nasa St. Joe pa lang ako way back, we're already trained on how we will value each member. So, hindi kami parang nagsasarili ng gawa sa Globe. Kumbaga, nagkakaroon kami ng teamwork talaga. So, we value each members kung saan man yung forte nila. Next slide. Next slide. Okay. So, reasons for choosing SE. So, we have here the responsibilities and duties are aligned with the job goals, work environment met the expectations, and support work-life balance. So for this, hindi lang naman yung mga items na yan, yung mga lalagay ko kung bakit pinili ko yung SE at pinili ko yung Blue. So syempre, pinili ko yung course ko na IT kasi it will help me to develop my technical skills every day. So, parang na-expose ka lagi sa bagong technology. Like ngayon, kahit pandemic, di ba, nanonotice nyo na syempre, ang bilis pa rin ng evolution ng technology natin. So, with that, ang reason ko talaga kung ba't ko pinili yung IT at yung software engineering, not because nasa kilalang company ako, but because I want to teach myself every day. Okay, next po. So we have here the knowledge and skills. So as a software engineer, syempre, kung gusto nyo ma-pursue itong career na to, syempre, you have to be determined and dedicated. So with this, software engineering job, aspiring candidates will need to be proficient in at least one programming languages. So at least meron kayong isang kilala or exposed kayo sa isang programming language na dedicated kayo para mas magkaroon kayo ng qualifications as a software engineer. Kasi as you can see ngayon, ang software engineer hindi lang siya exposed sa isang programming languages. There will be a projects na ma-expose kami sa office or sa Globe na iba't ibang programming language yung ginagamit namin. So, hindi lang kami naka-stack up sa PHP for web applications, hindi lang kami naka-stack up sa VB.NET for software applications, but at least nag-all around din kami. Next slide. Next slide po. Ayan. So we have here also a technical skill. So, syempre, as a software engineer and a graduate of IT, expect nyo na talagang ang technical skills is mataas talaga dapat. So, every software engineering job profile will include a series of hard skills, including knowing how to build software, tests, and code reviews, and using a programming language. So, as a software engineer, ang technical skills talaga. So, every day nagbabago. So, it's either ma-expose ka sa development stage, sa planning stage, or sa testing stage. So, ayun. At least meron kayong isang programming language na proficient kayo. Next, interpersonal and collaborative skills. So software engineers will always be working in teams as they build, test, and deploy solutions through various environments. So collaboration is the key. So yun nga yung na-mention ko kanina na way back in our college days, we are already exposed on the collaboration and cooperation. So, syempre, hindi, sa Globe kasi ganun din, hindi ka naman pwedeng magtrabaho na ikaw lang mag-isa sa team. Syempre, lahat, bibigyan ng importance yung bawat team members. Bibigyan sila ng designated na task, ng responsibilities. So, ayun, at least doon, marunong kang, there will be points na kailangan mo talagang makisama kung ano yung expectation ng team para at least nasa iisang channel lang kayo. At the same time, kung kung nagko-collab kayo, mami-meet niyo yung expectation ng end users niyo. Okay, next slide. Okay, so we have here the different types of software engineer. So kung gusto niyo talaga ma-pursue yung software engineer, we have different types. We have front-end engineer, back-end, full stack, QA, DevOps, and security. So, the difference of front-end and back-end engineer is that yung front, nakafocus siya sa developing stage ng GUI, ng graphical user interface natin. So, dun lang siya. Kumbaga parang sa kung ano yung magiging structure ng GUI natin. And then, for the back-end, ito yung logical, kung paano gagalaw yung bawat organ ng software. So, kung paano yung logical, paano ba siya mag-work, paano ba yung logic nito, kung ito yung ipe-present natin sa client, ganun. For full stack, ang full stack kasi medyo mabigat lang siya. So, ang full stack consists of both front and back end. So, siya na yung nagpo-front at the same time, siya pa yung gagawa ng functionality back end ng software. So we have also the QA engineer. So for the QA engineer, this is actually mostly exposed sa sa testing. So whenever we already develop sa Globe yung software or web application tool namin, that's the time that our QA engineer will do his or her responsibility. So syempre, sa QA engineering, even make sure ng QA namin na nag-work talaga yung bawat function, ng bawat button, ng bawat galaw ng system namin. Para at least hindi naman kami magpahiya dun sa end users namin. So, at the same time, ma-prevent din natin yung conflicts. So, next we have is the DevOps engineer. For the DevOps engineer, this is actually exposed with the deployment. So, when we say deployment, that's the time na i-transfer na natin or papaganahin na natin yung mga fixes or yung different features ng software and web application tools. So, si DevOps ang responsible dyan para mapagana. So, next we have is the security engineer. So, si security engineer, syempre, isa din siya sa importanteng member ng team. Kung wala si security engineer, fraud, ma-expose sa fraud yung yung software natin. So, syempre, future issues, at least nagsa-stress test din si security engineer kung paano mape-prevent yung mga future hackers, yung mga future viruses na pwedeng maka-affect sa performance ng application natin. Next slide. Okay, so for the potential pay, I didn't disclose talaga kung ano yung amount or yung salary ng software engineer sa Blue. But for this, it depends on the skills and the level of the applicant. So, syempre, as a software engineer, kung entry level ka, hindi ka naman syempre agad o-offeran ng mas mataas sa expectation mo. So, syempre, you need to at least learn first or mas ma-mold mo yung programming language kung saan ka exposed. So, expect mo pa din na mag-increase naman siya. Kaya lang, syempre, it will require evaluation of your performance and your technical skills. And next is, as a software engineer, there is a higher chance of being paid higher than your expectations as an applicant. So, syempre, kung gusto mo i-pursue yung SE or yung field ng IT, malaki talaga yung chance na above minimum yung ibibigay nila ng organization or ng employer mo, kung ano yung expected salary mo. Basta, it depends on your evaluation pa din. Next slide. Okay, Josephine Education. So for the Josephine Education, I will be sharing to you the different insights of my college experience and yung mga advice natin. So next slide. Okay, so for the Josephine Education, as an alumni of St. Joseph's College of Quezon City, the significance of being a Josephine in my current profession is to give importance of the following core values. So next slide. We have here first is the simplicity. So for the simplicity, as a software engineer, I still choose to live a simple lifestyle and being contented for what I have right now. So despite how fast the technology is evolving now, I make sure to have what is only necessary to sustain a healthy and happy lifestyle. So for short, hindi porket exposed ako sa fast evolving na technology is kailangan magkaroon din ako ng ganun. So hindi. Mas pinipili ko pa rin at the end of the day yung maging simple. Next slide. Okay, truth. So for truth, working in a telco and IT industry, I make sure to upload honesty. I make sure to uphold honesty and sincerity and consistency with regards to any actions, thoughts I make. So one sample dito is yung data privacy. I make sure to protect the company's data at all cost and act as an auditor to avoid conflicts and any serious issues. So, syempre, sa telco, there is a very serious data privacy na kailangan namin i-protect. And as an employee ni Globe, syempre, I make sure na ma-protect yung data ng company namin at all cost. Okay, next slide. Peace. Okay. So for peace, as a pure-blooded Josephine, I make sure to be a peace builder in our work environment. Syempre, to avoid conflicts and misalignments to my colleagues and teammates. So for this, syempre, as na-mention ko kanina, exposed nga kami sa collaboration and cooperation. Syempre, dun pa lang sa part na yun, na-practice na kami ng Senjo kung paano makisama ng tama sa mga team members namin. Next slide. Okay, so college experience. For my college experience kasi, I can say na sobrang saya talaga ng college namin sa Senjo. Siyempre, for this, hindi lang naman sa, siyempre may mga friends kami, yung hindi namin maiwasan din mag-enjoy, pero na-enjoy namin kung ano yung mga natutunan din namin sa academic. So, yun. Siyempre, meron din kaming na-develop, kung ano man kami ngayon, din-develop yun Senjo. And we're very thankful for that. Okay, next slide. Okay, for the alumni advice, siyempre, what I can say, syempre, first is for the students na nandito, I want you to first enjoy your college life or your student life. Kasi kapag nag-work ka, hindi ko naman sinasabi na hindi enjoy mag-work. Pero syempre kasi, iba pa din yung araw-araw nag-assignment ka, tinuturuan mo yung sarili mo, may deadlines ka na i-meet. So work kasi hindi na ganun. Wala kang assignments, pero at least mas masaya pa din na nag-aaral ka. Next is allow yourself to rest. So when you allow yourself to rest kasi, your mental and your physical health will perform well. So syempre kung pagod ka, hindi mo mamimit yung deadline mo on time, hindi magiging maayos yung performance mo. So sa work kasi, ganun kami. Minimake sure ni Globe na nakakapag-rest yung employees. So ganun din sa inyo. As a student, syempre kailangan yung mag-rest para at least yung performance nyo in academics, sa harap ng professors or teachers nyo, maayos kayo. Next advice will be practice your time management. Okay, ito, importante to. As early as now, habang estudyante kayo, you need to practice your time management. Be responsible at always. Kasi yung time, sobrang importante. Kapag nag-work na kayo, hindi nyo masasabi na kaya ko to i-meet ng ganitong araw. Hindi. Kasi pag nag-aaral kayo, meron pa kayong chance na, syempre, mapagbibigyan pa din kayo na, okay, you can extend your deadline, ganun. Pero kasi sa work, hindi. As early as now, you can practice your time management para at least makakope up kayo sa work niyo. And then, be dedicated and determined. Na-mention ko din to kanina. So, as a student, kung ano man yung profession na pinipili nyo, it's either IT kayo, sa marketing, or any course sa same zone, at least be determined at saka dedicated. Kasi madadala nyo yan hanggang pagtrabaho. And then, syempre, as a Catholic student, learn always how to pray. Syempre, hindi pwedeng mawala yun. You should always seek guidance from the man up there. Okay. Yun lang po, and thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Miss Claire. What an insightful talk. No, I hope the senior high school participants took notes and got something from it, especially that IT is a fast changing industry and in demand siya nowadays.
Technology, innovation, and communication. So these are the factors that enable us to move forward to the future.
So, how did technology shape our modern society? Technology shaped our modern society is by making our lives better with the benefits. And it brings on different aspects such as communication, work, disseminating information, and entertainment.
So, as a senior high school student with passion for technology in its factors, here are its strengths and competitive advantage. This course, as innovation will continue to move forward. In this course, factors of significant study on technology will put us in a perspective that the only way applied science can go through is to move forward.
Why St. Joseph's College of Quezon City is the right school for you. The school provides quality education coherent to subject matter of the course. The St. Joseph's College of Quezon City prepares students to be IT professionals. The goal of our school is to produce information technologies who can assist individuals and organizations in solving problems in computer systems.
In this course, students specialize in learning about technical theories, networking, programming, and computer hardware depending on the specific major. We, as best IT students, believe that what lies beyond the existence of humanity is technology within its side. Here at St. Joseph's College, where innovation is our number one priority.